Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the WID Podcast. All of a sudden. But shit, welcome back to another episode of the WID Podcast.
Episode 99.
99, man. One more. We're going to have the 100 cherry popped.
100. Remember we had all these grand plans and we haven't done shit.
We haven't done shit, bro.
This will be great. Oh, this will be great.
If somebody would have told us at the very beginning, hey, man, editing takes a long time. You know, you can't put your stuff out in a week. And well, of course we can, but it pretty much negates everything else we had to do.
Yeah. It definitely, especially with video. I mean, there's a little bit more. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
But
well, hopefully with the way we're going to change it up, man, hopefully that helps out.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, if we don't have to do this whole separate shit, I can get more into the editing videos and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Get more involved. Yeah.
So everybody that's listening, we're going to be video on both Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
Instead of, because before it was just audio
and
on Spotify and video on YouTube. So we're just going to do it all the way across.
Yeah, we're going to mash them all together. Fucking balls.
Heck yeah.
Michael.
But in the studio today, we got Mr. Eric Rocha. How are you?
Hey, good, man. Good. Can't complain.
No,
not yet.
Not
There's
yet. No, we don't need to complain. It's 2025.
Yeah, that's right.
We're starting off brand new.
Mid-month.
Mid-month, yes. Fuck, already, right?
Month.
I'm just like, bro, where did the year go?
Already, right?
Just like that. That's how it's going to go.
Yep. By the time we know, we're like, oh, man, it's getting cold again.
2024 kind of just started, you know, kind of crazy, right? And then just started going it just sped up like Star Wars, you know, like hit overdrive. And
it always seems like once you hit like
ludicrous
October, closer to Halloween, everything just fucking boom.
Dude, that is the truth.
It just flies.
Flies fast.
Mm-hmm.
And also in the studio, Mr. Michael
Rivero.
Is that
something like that.
Rivero?
River.
He likes Tesla.
Rivero. He likes Tesla.
He likes Nikola Tesla.
Yeah,
he's a spokesperson for
best,
Tesla Motors.
He makes cars.
Is it Tesla Motor or Nikola Tesla?
Well,
make electricity
Los
free
dos.
again.
No pressure.
Right.
Well, welcome back, both of y'all, because both of y'all have been on.
Dude,
before.
I'm in the fucking sky right now.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I think I fell.
Fell right into my lap.
Hell yeah. That's how we're doing it here.
Delta 9?
That
shit works, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, go get it. It's literally legal.
Yeah, but
What is it exactly? Is it like I know it's synthetic, but is it a derivative of the actual plant? Or is it totally synthetic?
We could definitely take a break and then find out.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
sure.
no, I'm good.
I can't hang out with fellows.
Tiffany, do you know anything about it?
What?
About what Delta 9 is? Like, is it an actual something from the plant, or is it like completely synthetic? Like,
It's the most
I think it very well might be synthetic.
completely?
Yeah,
Tetrahydrocannabinol.
Well, that's actually from the plant. That's THC.
Okay, but it's a cannabinoid found in blah blah blah. Okay, I guess I just fucked that up. My bad. Oh. The psychoactive compound.
Where's the real researcher at?
She's over there.
Speech.
Yeah, she's back there.
We cannot listen to you, bud.
It's like you don't know. It's like you're reading to yourself. There's dead air.
I'm the one on this.
Yeah.
But you can't explain what it is. You can explain how it's making you feel. How is it making you feel?
Dude, the best.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's literally possibly the closest thing to the real shit. Like,
So why not just smoke the real shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess because it's available, and I don't have to walk up to somebody's fucking random house.
That's true.
I get you.
Spend a little money, stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
Stay away from
Does it do more harm than good?
You know, since I've started,
Are you
Better.
your loved one been diagnosed Delta 9 syndrome? You may be entitled to some compensation.
I was about to say, I was like,
I got to smoke and get paid. Like,
that's funny. That's good.
but it's fun.
How much did you smoke? I'm kind of curious.
Take a wild guess. Somebody in here knows, but
I know.
he's not going to say.
I won't say.
I'm gonna say it was a joint.
Wait, does it come in?
No, it was just was it less
smoke
than that?
form?
Let's say
Really?
the king cones, like Zigzag.
Okay.
Or
All right.
who the hell's that other company?
Oh, but
Raw.
Raw.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
one of those.
Yeah.
The whole thing? I thought you said it was just like a little bit. Liar.
You're giving it away.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Let us play the game, Abraham.
So,
Look at the camera and tell me how.
Yeah, Abraham.
It's
So,
Are we
Delta
hot?
9, right?
Are we hot or cold?
yeah, Delta 9.
Delta 9.
So-
I'm going to say it was maybe like a quarter of it.
It says Delta 9 is the most
I'm gonna say.
abundant
You know, what, I'm
form.
gonna get
Hold
crazy.
on,
I'm gonna
hold on.
say-
Tiffany's got a.
It says Delta 9 is the most abundant form of tetrahydrocannabinol,
I just read that.
So,
which is THC, a cannabinoid found in cannabis plants. So I guess it is part
so
of
it is from the actual
from the
plant.
plant.
Then
Yeah.
it's they just probably synthetic or they spliced it and then they just created something off of it. I guess
yes.
that's crazy.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say a whole stick.
Well, for me, it was one puff.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Oh, what the fuck?
that's what
Really?
he said. Yeah,
Wow.
I was like,
Okay.
what? I was like,
Yeah.
that must be some amazing shit because I can't even see your eyes.
Dude, like
Oh, his eyes are red. So when I came in, I was like, the fuck, you been crying?
Yes.
Why,
I
why
didn't
your
want
eyes
to
red?
come. No.
Plot twist: he hasn't done any Delta 9. He has been crying.
He was in the parking lot crying his brains out.
I love it. I love it. Hell yeah. No, dude, but seriously, like I've tried everybody's in town. I've tried an entire like joint. Nah, it's not the same.
Oh good.
With these guys, it's one hit and I'm here.
Care to say who?
Smoke Boys.
Oh.
Actually, I mean it's
Free
legal
advertising.
product. So
Huh?
I said free,
Free
advertising.
advertising.
Yeah.
Let's
for
go.
Smoke Boys.
yeah, Smoke Boys in the La Esperanza Plaza,
Okay.
What the
dude.
fuck is that?
Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Next to St. Mary's Church.
That might be
Unless you
real
need to
weed,
go.
though.
He said right next to St. Mary's Church.
In case you're too lit, you gotta go.
It says usually 1 to 2 milligrams is a good starting point. If
Yeah.
needed, you can gradually increase your dosage.
It was
Yeah.
it was literally
He went
Really?
straight to 5.
yeah. it was literally like
Like he
light
totally
puff.
missed a coaster.
That was it.
That is part of
On
the side
both
effects.
drinks. He's got water. He's got water on one side of the coaster, and on the other side of the coaster, he's got his beer.
Dude, it sucks so much because I work outside and dude, it sucks drinking cold water in cold weather.
Why? It
Because
burns.
It's outside. It's in a cooler.
You know,
Yeah, I get that because I hate cold water. It makes my tummy hurt.
dude, me
Yeah.
too.
I can't do it.
I'm a big fan of room temperature, anything and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it's a Dr. Pepper, just give it to me at room temp. I'm
Yeah,
all right.
I've gotten that the older I've gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
find,
just like,
I find that cold water energizes me.
really?
I like cold.
You're not
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'm an alien.
You don't like Elon.
I don't like
You're not real.
Oh
I
shit!
think they actually do say that like the room temperature water is actually better for you.
I think it is, yeah.
It's got to be.
It just
was a Chinese
yeah.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
The Chinese say you want. Now you don't want. I guess if you're gonna drink it, it's better to drink
Yeah.
lukewarm water.
Or even lukewarm. okay.
Lukewarm, because you want a little bit warmer because it's easier for your body to die.
You know what?
The
You know
digestion
one
use
thing
it.
that I heard that the reasoning for that is because like most of us we eat fatty foods, right? And so what happens whenever you have fat
It clunks up. It
with cold water?
Ooh. Yeah.
And whenever I heard that, I was all like,
I'm not fat. I'm cold.
no wonder,
bro.
no wonder why these.
Have you ever
You
put
know, the
menudo in the
Asians-
refrigerator and then go get it? It's all
Gelatinous?
gelatinized. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So that's what happens inside your body whenever you drink cold water and you're eating hot. You know, let's just say brisket.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that why when I get out of like a sauna, the floor's slippery? Where I'm like, dude,
Wait, are your clothes on?
yeah, who has their clothes on in the sauna? No, you gotta go balls, bro, balls out.
Then yeah, it's
Your little caddy to hold
It's
your
okay.
nuts from the floor.
yeah, it's okay. I thought you had your clothes on. And you were
Oh,
just
yeah,
sweating
no,
it
no,
out.
no.
You know.
Hey guys, go and get your nut caddy. You don't want to get your balls on the floor.
Yeah.
If
true.
you're trying to
Your what it do nut caddy?
Yeah, no, what do you do, nut caddy? You don't want to get warts or or corns or plantar fasciitis.
Trademark by the What It
Yeah.
Do Studio.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Hell yeah, it's like a Borat. All right, but it's just there to hold your nuts up. The Borat swimsuit.
It's all just thong in the back.
No, you don't. No, it's just from the front.
Oh,
It's like a bra,
Kind of like a nut
but it
bra.
just hangs down way lower.
Yeah, that's it. Because you don't just keep your boys.
yeah.
Because I mean, when you get fucking hot, dude,
You
I'm
know,
sure
I'm
it's
not-
just like, ugh.
I don't know if I'm mad at that.
No, why would you? That's
That's
actually,
what I'm kind of thinking about it, and I'm like,
yeah. Because you imagine that you're in there, you're like,
How could you
you
string
know, you're
like
sitting
this?
there thinking you want to cross your legs because
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, the fucking nut caddy keeps you from fucking
That's
getting
right.
your nuts in a chokehold.
Right. Have you sat on your nuts yet?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I don't even want to talk about that, but yes.
Riding a motorcycle will let you know where your nuts are at.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never sat on my nuts because it's always cold.
It's like even during the summer, it is cold. Everywhere I go,
It's cold.
Yeah, no, I did, man. One time, and I was like, it caught me completely off guard.
Nice.
Because I sat down, and I was like,
You jumped up like, what the fuck?
No, I jumped up for the pain. Oh my God. You never, I sit there, sat on the motherfucker. I was like, oh, what the fuck was that? What pinched me? You know, and I looked down.
It was a milestone marker.
I was like, oh shit, dude, I'm getting old.
This conversation is nuts, man.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
busting your balls over here.
Yeah,
But anyways,
really, actually, I was.
so how was it? Like you sat down and then what did it take like a couple of seconds to
No,
hit?
almost
Instant?
immediately.
That's
My
great.
balls were like, whoa, I'm in the wrong spot.
Oh my
How
god.
the fuck? Yeah.
Dude, I love a story where someone gets hit in the nuts or something happens to their balls, dude. Oh my god, that's like the most funniest thing to me.
Yeah.
Like some guys they love farts and shit. Like they think that's funny. I think
Nut shots.
Nut
shots
shot.
are the
When
best.
someone gets hit in the nuts, dude, fucking funny. Did
You ever been watching a UFC fight and they do a cup check and they're like full on like it's a kick and the dude gets kicked in the fucking cup?
Really?
I mean, he may as well have got kicked dead on in the nuts because
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, like
Just shoved his fucking nuts into his body.
yes, bro, it's like a full on like kick that was meant for the body and went to the fucking nuts.
To the balls.
I get a
Ooh.
kick, or like we're saying, I go to like the kids, baseball games or to
yeah.
watch them play, right? Or I'm out in public and I'll see this dude. Well, like could be a group of motherfuckers walking, right? And you see that one dude kick one leg out.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, it's hot.
I'm more of the plie kind of guy. You know, kind of that ballerina move where both legs kind of go out for a little bit. Just
Okay, yeah.
Pull down
Gotta
your
readjust
yeah.
yourself. I gotcha.
It's more.
Do you wear boxers? Are you boxer briefs?
Nah, you know what, dude? I just kind of ventured out into what are those boxer
Boxer briefs.
No, they're not boxer briefs. They're swimsuit briefs. So they're like shorter. They don't go all the way up.
Oh, you
or
mean
all the way
your-
down. So they're more like a European.
Okay.
Okay,
deal.
yeah.
Those are
So,
fun. Those are working out pretty well.
Have
for
you ever
me.
tried the ones like there's different brands now, but the original one that I remember is a brand called Saks,
Yeah.
and they have it built into like the crotch area to where there's like basically there's like a basket or a pouch, I guess,
Yeah.
to
For
keep,
your nuts?
for your nuts,
Yeah.
to keep it separate from the inside of your thighs.
That's right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what these.
Because the
have.
chafing, son,
Yeah.
Yeah. So the swimsuit ones, they kind of
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of have.
Tiffany's like, what the fuck?
What are we talking about?
I'm just in my own world over here, man.
I couldn't do boxers, man. I can't do boxers.
I can't do boxers.
You can't
either.
do boxers.
Not
It
even
just-
when they were cool.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, y'all must be walking around with swamp nuts.
No
'Cause
joke.
I'm a boxer brief guy.
Yeah,
I
same.
fucking love boxer
I
briefs.
was, and then I kind of went into these, and then I went into this like weird little, those breathable material.
Okay, yeah.
Like a
All,
mesh?
yeah, all my shit's all.
Yeah,
the breathable
it's way
material.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah, way better.
I don't have to change underwear as much, because they don't get wet.
You should change your out every day. Guys, please, people change your nuts.
I'm kidding.
I would change your underwear once a day, please.
You just flip them inside out.
When I worked on the rig, I kept an extra. I probably kept 2 different sets of clothes in my locker, and I would change out at least once in the middle of the day. Just because, man, I mean, you're gonna get covered in fucking all kinds of shit, but extra underwear and extra socks.
Fuck it. When I worked in South Texas, man, it was 2 pairs of underwears I would take with me, 2 pairs of socks, and then a spare pair of boots. But my boots would be upside down,
Oh,
drying.
drying out.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those boot dryers?
Oh no.
They actually have boot dryers. It's like, of course, you got to plug it in, and it has these 2 little prongs, one for each boot. You put your boots upside down on top of it. It's basically like a warmer for your boots.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because man, like I would show up and we're talking about 102, 103 degree weather, right? 100% humidity.
Oh, you're soaking.
Oh yeah, fucking mosquito. You're a landing pad for mosquitoes. It's fucking horrible out there.
That's some swamp.
And
ass.
then come lunch, bro. Come lunch. Everybody goes to the doghouse. They take their fucking boots and socks off, hang them up. Ooh. You wring out your fucking socks, put on a new pair of socks, and then right back to it.
man.
It was horrible, dog.
Fuck
You
South
guys are
Texas.
some
I mean,
fucking
South
men.
Texas is cool, but fuck
We
the
listen and
weather.
we don't
in
judge.
South Texas.
I know. I am a pussy now. I'm all like, ooh,
Ooh, yeah,
gross.
Dude, it's fucking, dude. It's my hell.
Yeah.
If I were to die tomorrow and be like, hey, you're going to hell, it'll be an IKEA in fucking South Texas.
Really?
Yeah. Because ever been to inside of IKEA?
No.
No, it's hell. It's actually hell.
It feels like it'd be like Ashley's Furniture.
No.
Times 10.
In a maze, and then right in the middle of it is a fucking food court.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good Lord.
But you can't get to the food court. You got to walk the fucking...
You've got to go all the way through it.
You got to walk
to
your lanes, man, to get to the food court. The food court is your resting point, where it's like, I got to sit down. I got to rest my feet.
Have you ever bought anything from IKEA?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how everything you have to put together yourself or pay them to put it together?
What?
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when we were
I don't
going...
get y'all's furniture together?
Yeah.
Where
Well,
am
if you
I?
get it from IKEA, yeah.
From IKEA.
I don't know. I've always gone everywhere and I've always put my shit together.
What do you mean?
I'm doing
I
something
always
wrong.
put my shit together too, but what do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Now I'm confused.
So like at IKEA, you buy like a piece of furniture and it comes in this fucking box.
Oh, okay.
And you've got to build the fucking thing at
Gotcha.
home. And then there's some people that aren't very mechanically inclined. They're going to just pay, or they just pay for the convenience. They just got the money and like, fuck it, I'm going to pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
See, what's
But-
crazy is that you get through that whole fucking store, right? And then you get to the very end, you had this guy, your fucking slip. Because what it is you write everything. They give you this piece of paper, right? And you write the number down, right? Or and the color. I don't know what the fuck it is. I didn't fuck with it because it was too much. I was like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I need sunlight is what I need.
Oh, boy.
You know, and you hand them
It's
that.
massive. The place
It's
is
huge,
massive.
bro. You ever seen Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember where they walk into Costco and there's just fucking rows and rolls of fucking...
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
You hand the dude your fucking ticket and he disappears in a forklift
So
to
it's
go
a-
get your shit.
So it's a Sam's
It's
borderline.
It's like four Sam's.
Meets a furniture store.
yeah. Well, the Sam's is literally where all the furniture is. It's not even. You're not even shopping yet.
Yeah.
The Sam's here alone is just shelves upon shelves.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking mind blowing.
Is that your hill?
That's
his
dude,
hell.
it fucking sucked because I'm like, how do I get out of here?
Oh.
I want to get the fuck out of here. I'm walking into because you would you go through the bedroom, kitchen, and you think hey, it's gonna be just real quick. You know, it's how much shit could you possibly put? Dude, there's so much shit.
But they put everything like
It's amazing.
Like they create rooms. They take all their furniture and they create a room with the furniture, and everything has a price tag on it. Like literally everything.
Yeah.
The pictures on the walls, fucking everything has a price tag on it.
If you want to go and just like buy yourself a bedroom to go, rooms to go.
Rooms to go is cool. Man, it's a big ass place too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The one outside of Houston.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So you walk into the fucking thing, right? And I mean, you walk in and it's like you can pick up what you want, or you can buy the whole fucking set. Buy literally the whole fucking room
whole
you just
room.
walked into. You can take home.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, when you're driving on what is it, I-10?
I-10, yes.
Going into just outside of Houston before you hit Katy.
Yeah.
You just see this massive fucking airline hangar type.
It looks like the Tesla building in Austin.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
massive.
feel uncultured right now.
Dude,
I really do.
You're really not missing
no,
that.
you're not missing much, bro. You're
Just
not,
like this place sound pretty interesting.
Is this the part?
Maybe
where
if you were
I'm kinda-
high, it might be pretty cool. You might not get out of there.
no,
End up in the
could you imagine?
Your
No.
eyes got wide.
No, because you imagine going in there fucking high, thinking, "Oh my god, I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
I'm never getting out of here."
Or
I build a house.
Well, I'm
or-
already have everything there to build a house.
or you're playing hide and seek with yourself, and you're underneath the bed, and no one even knows that you're playing hide and go
You know
to
what?
seek.
You got a pillow fort going on and shit.
I bet you could. I bet you could hide out in one of those rooms and you'll never be fucking found.
Probably, especially in that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm living here.
You just squatted there, no one even knows.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning comes, you leave for the day, and then you come back like right around.
They'd have to check
6.
the
There's a
cameras.
there's a food court, man.
Yeah, there's this guy that shows up
You
at 9
never
o'clock every
have to
morning to
leave.
eat,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't. We don't ever see him leave the building. You know,
He just walks around
he just walks around.
testing every single piece of furniture we
Well,
got.
there was a big fucking another outdoor show. Was it REI?
REI sells a lot of camping equipment.
Cabin equipment.
Yeah.
That was fucking big too in Austin.
Yeah, it's huge.
I don't remember where it was though, but fuck, dude. Like I got into this camping.
It's close to the
kick.
Domain.
I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think you're right. Where I was like, you know what, man, camping sounds fun, you know. So I'm gonna go buy me some camping gear and shit like that. I'm gonna get. Well, it's not like it's fun. I'm gonna get back to it, you know.
Okay.
And then I go and I was like, oh, check out this fucking tent, $300.
Good
I was
lord.
like, get the fuck out of here. The hiking shoes, you know. I was like, yeah, something where I can look comfortable, get
Also
them wet. and shit.
$300.
Also $300.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, these people, the people that go shopping at REI or these places,
Very
they just
proud.
like to, well, they like to pretend that they're homeless.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Those are the guys that pay a fortune to live homeless.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like,
we're going camping out in Aspen. Yeah. Ashley and Clarissa are going to meet us up at the fucking hotel. And then from there, we're just going to go on a hike out to a fucking Bill Shit Mountain like a cocksucker.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, first of all.
And once we get up there, they're going to have some hot chocolate and some fucking, they're going to have some hot, warm beer.
With the river water.
some warm beer, yeah.
Some warm beer.
From water from the springs, and we're going to boil it and make
Oh,
hot
what
chocolate.
water is that? I don't know. They say it's like water from Lake Minnetonka. We're going to get ourselves.
Real mineral like. Has a real cinnamon
I was
taste
like,
to it.
oh my God, they have White Claws. babe, they have your White Claws.
All right. Real question though.
What's up?
You go hiking. How long can you go hiking for?
Where?
Oh no, not hiking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Camping.
Oh, I can go. Yeah.
How long?
And
okay,
where?
are we talking like?
Are we
Like-
Are we
you
talking
got-
like taking?
You got
Like
you got,
you're surviving off of the woods?
no. Well, you just got you got your basic
Oh.
necessities of camping gear.
Oh,
Take it
okay.
With you,
Probably a couple of months.
you can go a couple of months.
Fuck yeah. I
Yeah.
disappear. Oh yeah.
I think I could do it without gear.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll figure it out.
I always told my wife, I was like, I think I'd be the only guy naked and afraid that would actually gain weight.
Leave me alone.
They're like, dude, this guy, what
They're
the
like,
fuck?
we're trying to get you out of here. No.
You know how many times I watch that, right? They're like, "Oh, it's crappy water. We found water, but it's not potable. We need to start a fire." I was like,
Dig a hole.
fucking like
Yeah.
10 foot away. Come on, man, it's gonna seep through there. What are you doing? Why are you
Man.
wasting time?
Yeah.
To me, the worst part is, but then again, all you need is mud. But the motherfucking mosquitoes,
yes.
at nighttime when those
That's the part where I'm all like,
Yeah.
oh,
You know-
hate mosquitoes.
you see them when they're like it's nighttime
Yeah.
and they're like so tired, they're like dehydrated, they're starving, and then the fucking mosquitoes fuck them
Yeah.
up. Their mentality
Yeah.
goes
Yeah, plummets,
zero,
yes.
zero,
Yeah.
and they usually don't make it.
But if you see those African tribes, man, they cover themselves
The
in mud,
mud.
because.
Right.
yeah,
But I'm like, look, if you happen to be able to start a fire, start the fucking fire.
wild pigs do it.
Well, wild pigs do it. Get the ash, crunch it up, get another rock and kind of turn it into powder. Mix it in with the mud.
Yeah.
And that just repels it repels the insects, so you don't get anything climbing on you and shit
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you are gonna have to fucking eventually take a shower.
Right.
But
The lake, and then redo it again.
yeah. Just redo
So
it
you
again.
got 2 months.
Oh, he said 2 months. I don't know how long I could do it.
Well, I say 2 months if I got equipment, easy.
But
Well,
where?
yeah, no, I'm
where
just saying
exactly? Hold
basic,
on. Where,
like you
where
got,
are we
you
setting
got a
this?
basic
this
That,
stand?
that's different too. Yeah.
How long how long would you think
Where are
you
we
could
setting this?
be out there away from society?
Dude, I think I could do it. After doing this whole remodel in my house, I had things timed down to a T.
Yeah.
Like going to the restroom in the morning, one time at night. Walmart, here I come. You know what I mean?
You learn your body real fast.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. But I mean, besides the fact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I could go like a month or two.
No, fucking
Live out, just living on a tent. Maybe a decanter. Maybe
Yeah.
some matches. Not even matches.
Yeah.
I don't think I need matches.
And we talk all tough though. It's harder.
Hatchet?
It's harder than it looks.
You remember
Maybe a hatchet.
Well, and I used to have this hatchet.
shovel?
I had a hatchet that had a ferro rod. You just pull that rod and you just rub it on the. You remember? I think you
Yeah.
lit a fire with it.
Yeah.
You just kind of rub it on and just throw sparks at your
Yeah,
at
okay.
your kindling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all
Yeah, I
you
think
need.
I could do 2 months. A month and a half.
Yeah, with everything that you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sounds
Can you hunt?
reasonable.
You know
No.
how to fish?
I could fish.
Yeah, because you run out of food pretty fucking quick.
That's another thing I was
Yeah.
thinking about. I was like, man, I shot a deer once. I think I could do it again.
Did you do it with the rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no rifle, I think. I
No rifle.
But you know, I got deer right next to my house, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know, I got probably like 2 lots. I sit on 3 or 4 lots. Sorry. And there's always deer just running around. I'm like, dude, I think I'd go get one of these bad boys, just
Yeah.
with a knife in my mouth, and maybe sneak up on them and do work.
You can if the wind direction is right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you can sneak up on them, but as long as the wind direction is blowing
Yeah.
And you move.
blowing towards you, that way they don't catch your scent. You can.
Yeah. And you want to do it when you're kind of, I wouldn't say in front of them. You can move slowly.
Yeah.
When they sit there and they move did this little movement, then they can see you from the side. Because I walked up to that one deer. It's cold as fuck. The wind was blowing in the opposite, it was blowing towards me. But I'm sorry, it was blowing,
Yeah, towards you.
yeah, towards me.
And he's in front of you.
Yeah.
So
and I was on
not
top
gonna-
of the hill at that number 10, and I walked up close, man. I probably got as close to me, well, for me to you.
Yeah.
before I finally just jumped out, I was like, to scare him, just to be a dick. But
I would have grabbed him like, buddy.
Yeah. I think I could have, man. I honestly believe I could have.
Are you taking the beach setting, a desert setting?
Me, no. I'm looking more of like woods, like Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colorado, there's a lot of animals out there. Now the only thing you got to watch out for is fucking bear.
Yeah.
There's bear
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's
Man,
what
I'm
saying.
telling you,
It's
if
like
you see me and a bear
pine
getting a fight,
trees.
you better help the fucking bear, bro.
What's up with that?
I'm fucking help that bear.
What were you saying, Mike?
Like pine trees.
What about
Could
them?
you do it in a field of pine trees, like in a forest of pine trees?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Could you
fuck.
do that?
that would be easier.
If it's like, so, like I'm thinking like Colorado.
You're saying 2 months.
I'm saying Colorado because there's a lot of runoff, snow runoff coming from the mountains. So there's rivers and streams, there's lakes,
Fish.
there's a lot of fish, there's a lot of animals.
yeah,
Right.
See, I think I would do better in in the Ozarks.
Really?
But you need to be the Ozarks would be cool too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool.
you don't have to deal with such severe cold weather.
Now, see, that's the other thing is like, are we talking
Like Washington.
springtime, summertime,
Yeah.
wintertime?
Dude.
See, wintertime is different.
What is? I'm sorry. What is your name? What was
Tiffany.
Tiffany. There was an article that just came out. There was a guy that just disappeared from 1973. And he was living like in the mountains in the Virginia area. How was? I think he was 1973, and they just barely found him like in 2008.
Oh,
Dude,
And
about that.
the
Tons
only
of
reason why
life.
they found him was that the park rangers finally invested into some game cameras, and they were noticing that there was like a lot of minor thefts going on around. the area.
I did hear about
But
that.
yeah, he was like in the woods since 19. No one even knew he existed.
Damn,
And he just barely got caught like in 2000.
that's a
Only-
survivor.
But
right
there's
there.
even he's like,
They
what
should
did
have
he?
left him alone.
Grid.
Yeah, was that a public land he was on?
I think he had like went in on a boat,
Okay.
and then he'd do some minor thefts, grabbing food and like
Oh,
little
from people's picnics, right? Campgrounds.
like just like really minor shit.
Yeah, he's like, he is a fucking what? Damn it, the
That's
fucking
one way
bear,
to do
Yogi
it.
Bear.
But no
That's
one
one
even,
way to do it. Yeah,
He was like a Sasquatch before Sasquatch.
fuck, that's cool though.
but that's one way to do it. Like, hey, I'm gonna just live in this national park, and I'm just gonna live off of the other people that come
Yeah.
in here. I'm just gonna take their shit.
I was watching this. I guess he was on TikTok, right? There was a dude who was doing that.
I don't know.
You
I
know,
don't know where I saw
Yeah,
it. But
I don't know how he was charging his phone. I think he had like a solar panel or some shit like that he would charge his phone with. But he'd do videos. He was out there. He built a fucking cabin out in the woods.
Nah, that guy's a cheater.
Yeah.
He's got a phone.
Yeah, yeah.
there's this new shit. There's this thing called biofuel, and it's crazy. Like I don't know exactly how it works, but like you light a fire, and it doesn't even have to be a big fire. But that fire powers like this contraption that you could charge your phone or a light off of.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course you have like all the little mini solar panels and shit like that too. Some of them you can actually crank charge.
Yeah.
What is it? Happy Trails used to have a whole bunch of that stuff under their last owner.
Yeah.
They have a new owner now. I don't know if they still carry a bunch of that. But
Man.
I don't know. I guess if somebody wanted to go, because I mean, all that is finite. Like that, the handle's gonna break on a fucking.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So how long can you go? How long can you really go?
Yeah.
You know. I mean, I think I'd get fucking bored.
That's
To the
my
point where
problem.
I'm just like,
I'm such a social person.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd definitely have me a castaway ball. Like a volleyball.
If I was out there too long, you would hear me singing like a fucking Disney princess.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga's he's singing to fucking animals. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's nobody else out here.
Yeah.
You become Tarzan.
Yeah, la la la.
You know that
Have birds landing on me and shit.
being by yourself
I'm a
alone
Disney princess.
is probably the hardest aspect of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why
being alone's a motherfucker.
Like you were talking like on Naked and Afraid, a lot of the people once their partner leaves, it's
Yeah,
not
they
it's,
should know.
like it's very rare that one person that's left will make it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Some of them do, but not very many do.
Those are the badasses though. Like those the guys that can still make it after their whole team leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy you don't fuck with, man.
I'm such a keyboard warrior when it comes to fucking those shows, right? Because I'm just like, why don't you just do this?
Yeah.
Stupid, you know. But then I'm nowhere near that. You know what I mean? I'm like sitting on my fucking couch with the fucking ice tub of fucking ice cream on my belly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. There's a meme. There was a guy sitting here. I guess he's eating ice cream on the couch,
fucking looking like a nutty
watching the
professor.
Olympics, and they fucking crash out, right? Or they do something fucked up, and they I guess like the pole vault, and they miss the fucking pole and they hit, and the guy's like, fucking idiot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think it's you, bro.
That is me right there, dude.
This-
That is so me.
It's like, look, should have done another backflip,
Yeah.
stupid. That's why you didn't get as many points.
Why didn't you kick your legs up higher? Fucking dummy.
Toes up, idiot.
Yeah, toes up. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would love to go. I love camping. The little bit that I've done, but we did try this one time where it's like we're gonna catch what we kill, or we're gonna eat what we kill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was hard.
Don't bring no food.
Yeah, we didn't bring no food. We brought plenty of beer though.
Yeah.
And then my youngest brother was like, "You didn't get any water?" I guess he wouldn't even know enough to drink, right?
So the only thing you caught was a buzz. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And he's like, "You didn't bring any fucking water. You didn't buy no water." I'm like, "No, man, we got beer and steaks."
Dude, that's all you really need.
Tough that out.
And then I was like, well, if you want water, go fucking look for it.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, he goes out into the woods, man, and finds a goddamn spigot.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck? He comes back with a cup full of water, right?
Y'all are all dying.
No, we got plenty of beer.
Yeah.
We weren't dying.
Yeah, they weren't dehydrated just yet.
Shit was fun, though, but I'm like, you just fucking left and walked out and you found a fucking water spigot in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool though, because he's like, when he told us, we all shut up like cavemen, right? We're just like,
I didn't believe,
Y'all were grunting.
Yeah.
You weren't even talking. You were like,
Then we went fishing, didn't catch a fucking thing. We were trying to catch something
nice
big,
water.
right? It was nice fucking water.
Nice water, but no fish.
And then we were catching these little perch, right?
you know
And I
what?
was like,
Maybe I'm just gonna turn that back into a week. I'd live survive.
Yeah, a week. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a lot
weeks.
harder than it looks, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's a whole lot harder.
The last time I went camping was with you and Michael and Rhino and
Lake Calaveras.
Yeah, we went to Lake Calaveras and we went further down to the river. Was it Frio?
Nueces.
Nueces.
Yeah.
Nueces River.
Didn't catch a motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
We were too early for the Reds.
We were too early for the Reds.
And nothing else was biting.
Yeah, that's the last time I went camping.
Yeah,
That's been what, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. And it wasn't really camping. It was just like, we're just going to set up here so we can fish tomorrow.
Fish early in the morning. Yeah,
So if the apocalypse was to happen, we're all dying. Are we
Probably.
on
Yeah,
agreement?
pretty much, yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
We
Running
didn't
to a
catch shit.
sand.
We know at the end of the weekend, we were like, "Fuck, I still want to eat fish." We ended up going to a restaurant in San
All the
Antonio.
bucaneros? Fuck yeah.
But that's a badass restaurant, though.
Yeah, I had fish there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We had octopus, all kinds of shit, bro. It was
Fuck, y'all had a
badass.
platter. Did
Yeah.
we have a big ass platter come out?
Fuck
Have you ever
yeah.
been there?
Nah,
El Bucanero in San Antonio.
uncultured.
Very.
Yeah, steak and potatoes.
Steak and potatoes.
That's all me right there.
You don't try any other shit.
I don't. You know what? It's just I don't really. I guess I was brought up just very, very basic. You know what I mean? So if I go out of town, I'm like, ooh, I'm like looking at the city like Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin, just like looking around, shit like that. But dude, I don't crave I'm not like, oh my god, like I want some seafood. I want a fucking crawfish boil or something like that. I'm just like, give me a fucking steak, give me some potatoes. I'm happy. Let's roll.
But you've had shrimp. You've had.
I've had shrimp, yeah.
Okay.
But my idea of seafood, Long John Silver's. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I know it's total trash. I get it. But I don't go to a restaurant and I'm like, oh man, let me get shrimp and let me get this, that.
Yeah.
Just give me a
Could I
nice
get a
steak.
couple frog wobblies?
Just give me a fucking steak, medium rare. Give me some French fries, potatoes. I'm good.
Okay.
That's just. I'll go to a really nice.
Just a straight steak and potatoes guy.
Yeah, and enchiladas. Like I'm fucking enchilada whore.
Shrimp enchiladas?
Nah, just
I would say that you eat like my son.
dude. I like eat off the kids menu. No, I'm joking. That's the only thing I don't do. I don't do anything that you can make at home. I don't. That's the only thing
okay.
I don't order. Yeah.
Huh.
I hate Raising Cane's.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
me
chicken
too.
tenders. Like what the fuck?
You base an entire restaurant off chicken fingers?
I mean, it works.
That's it. I mean,
I'm totally
Good strategy.
opposite of you, man. Especially when I go out of town, I don't want anything that I can get back home.
Yeah.
I don't. If I can get it in San Angelo, fuck that. I don't want it.
Right.
I want to try something totally that I've never had before that I can't get when I go back home.
Yeah.
That's true.
Cheesecake Factory.
Tejas de Brazil.
Yeah.
Tejas de Brazil. I was in fucking.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I felt like a king there. I think I kind of went into the meat coma. You know.
oh yeah.
I ate way.
Got meat sweats at the table.
I totally forgot to flip my card.
Those places.
You know.
Are, oh
and-
shit.
and they were just
yeah.
there. I was like,
You fucked up.
I was like, oh my god.
It keeps-
all right.
it keeps coming.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even know. And then they're like, dude, are you that hungry? I was like, I don't know. They just keep. And they're like, the card. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, turn it over.
Yeah. I was like, was this Panchitos before? What is that, Ponchos? Or what was it? Like back in the day, that Mexican restaurant that was in the mall? And it had that little flag.
Oh.
Um,
God damn it. We
Is
just
it Ponchos?
talked. No,
We did
no,
talk
no.
about it
I've talked
recently.
about it here recently. It used to be across from the theater.
Yeah.
El Chicos.
in
El
the
Chicos, yeah, the
There you go.
sopapillas.
Sopapillas were the shit.
Yeah, but
Damn, those were good.
yeah, but
And I don't eat Mexican food when I go out.
I love Mexican
When we travel?
I don't eat Mexican food outside of Texas.
Oh yeah, no.
I would
Yeah,
never
I
do
made that mistake.
How's Mexico food in did you try it in
Mexico?
New Mexico when you went?
In Albuquerque. We had some in Albuquerque.
Yeah, how was it?
It was okay.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of
quit with the green chilies.
green chili peppers.
black beans, cilantro rice. God, dude, that's so
Oh, it's so bad, bro. Oh, it's so bad.
God, dude. Anytime someone tells me about black beans, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
See, I look at like cilantro rice and black beans as like a Guadalajara style of
Is it?
Mexican
I
food.
don't
That's what I
know.
feel like it is. I don't know. Maybe it may not be, but I
you
don't
get
know.
past fucking New
That's what I
Mexico.
have in my
though, I was
head.
like,
Anything kind of goes.
Did you pour fucking barbecue sauce on my burrito?
Oh no,
Is that
you're
what's,
right.
it tastes like Baby Ray's.
You've had Mexican food in Las Vegas, and you said it was pretty good, right?
Yes,
It was pretty good.
that
there.
was pretty good. Well, but, I mean, you're in Las Vegas. It's a culinary place,
Yeah.
you know. So I
This
would,
is true,
yeah,
yeah.
I would
This
expect it
is
to be
true.
good.
Yeah.
Seattle,
Or
oh my god,
somewhat.
the fucking Mexican food is trash. But the
Yeah.
Chinese food,
Well, look how close they are to China.
Yeah, no, true story. True story.
what's up?
dude?
That's true.
Yeah.
How close they are to China.
Well, I had Mexican food in California, and I did not like it. I had actually something basic like fajitas, and thinking that was going to be good because I was like, you really can't mess that up. But I was not a fan. Like
They
it
messed
tasted
it
like
up.
really sweet,
up.
and just it was not it.
I think Tex-Mex is an acquired flavor,
it is.
and I love it. And so whenever someone bashes Tex-Mex, like whenever I get Californians, I'm like, that's not fucking, Mexican food. I'm like, bitch, your tacos ain't even tacos.
Baja tacos ain't Mexican food either.
I get all defensive, dude. Like, remember when that whole trend was like how to eat a Whataburger burger, and then they go order one, and they just fucking throw it in the trash.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They would
my-
compare that to fucking
Yeah.
In-N-Out.
Fuck In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's disgusting.
Yeah.
Dude, I would get so mad.
But you want the best Mexican food in Texas? The Valley, man.
It's got to be.
That is some
It's gotta
good
be.
fucking food, man.
Yeah.
Further south you go, of course, you're getting closer
Yeah.
to Mexico. But it's bomb. But Tex-Mex, I don't care for Tex-Mex.
I love Tex-Mex.
So I've never been like deep in the valley area like McAllen. I've been like Kingsville, of course, all the way to Port Isabel and all
the coast,
that.
yeah,
All that. There's great Mexican food down there, like really good Mexican food down there.
Yeah.
But I haven't been like back in the other area.
It's good, man. It's all good in that area. Of course,
Is Alice? Alice is in the valley.
Addis is in the Valley.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's right. I did a bunch of training down there.
Yeah. But still to this day, I'll say it, man. The best Mexican food I've ever had, Hereford, Texas.
Hereford.
In the Panhandle, huh?
Yep. Up, what is it, north of Amarillo?
Yeah. Cowtown.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. It fucking stunk like shit. When but then you're in there for a few
You get
hours.
used to it.
Yeah, the smell goes away. But literally the best Mexican food I've ever eaten. Now, I've been everywhere, man, from coast to coast. Well, I'm lying. From New Mexico or Seattle, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I guess coast to coast. I just never ate California food.
I just wonder, like, what's the difference between Tex-Mex food and just Mexican food?
Oh, the taste.
Is it the spice?
It's
that
it's a spice. I think
Spice?
It's a
Mexican
different
food's
flavor.
it's
It's
way
a different flavor.
Different flavor. Yeah.
I think Tex-Mex is heavy. It's real
It's
heavy.
real rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No?
It's heavy. Like
You think
like all the
Like the cooking oils.
yeah. There you
greasy.
go. Yeah. Well, after you finish eating it,
some
I'm like,
places-
oh my god, I feel like shit.
Some places use lard, like they actually use lard, and I don't knock that.
No,
To
no.
me, I think that's probably better than using
Yes.
vegetable oil or whatever synthetic bullshit that they throw in there. You know what I mean?
Or seed oils. Yeah.
Yeah. seed
I don't
oils.
know. I don't know. For me, man, it's definitely where you get your food from.
Oh
If
yeah.
you get it from Mexico, there is a different taste in chicken. It is not the
dog.
same as
It's
in
a
the
little
US.
bit.
Doberman.
It is a little bit tougher. It is a little bit tougher from Mexico. It's not as fucking.
Well, they
not as
fight their
softer.
chickens.
They beat them up to get prepared.
There's more of a gamey taste to the chicken
Yeah.
down there than is up here.
Those are all the cockfighting roosters that y'all are eating because they
Well,
all
this one
lost.
died 6 hours
Yeah,
ago.
there you go. You didn't make
He
it.
lost. All right, throw him in.
Time to go. No, but I don't know, dude. It's just
I don't know.
I guess I've lived here all my life, and I'm just like, this is what I'm accustomed to. This is what I like.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm done. I just hate going into a restaurant nowadays and just ordering something, and I'm just like, let me step out of my box, and I fucking hate it. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Mexican restaurant in San Angelo?
Oh, don't.
You don't?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm going to plead the fifth on this. Because,
Well, you gotta say where's the best place you get steak?
I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
yeah.
it. But if I'm going, I got a couple of places, right? So if I'm going quick and I want food fast, I'm with maybe 8 people. I'm going to Henry's all day, right? Because it's fast. Just real quick.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
You know,
That makes
just,
sense.
Just on
They
service,
are fast.
the service alone, right? But I just found out about Little Angels.
Oh,
Boy.
yeah, there you go.
And boy, I had a guiso, 2 eggs, and an enchilada, beans, and 2 tortillas.
Yeah.
I could eat that every day.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Done.
I had to stop going there for breakfast burritos.
They throw you out.
Man, no, it was just like, boy, like I'm gonna fucking,
I'm gonna get
I'm gonna
fat.
have fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's not too like. I would actually make like a little detour to go that way on my way out to work, just to get breakfast burritos.
Really?
But after a while, I was like, "Fuck, bro, it's probably not good for me every day. Every day, really."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's beans, rice, crack, and
Man, but it's
he'll
so
be back.
fucking good. Yeah,
It's good.
he's on his way back.
MSG.
MSG, yeah.
Just kidding.
Probably. Yeah, man. For me, that's top 3 right there. Little
Yeah.
Angels, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
Little
right. But I literally found out about it about like a couple of weeks ago.
Really,
Yeah.
man. They've been open for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they were like, let's go to Little Angels. I was like, where's that at? They're like, over there, that little restaurant over there on Pulliam. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. All right. And then I just sat there and I was like, okay, I'm not leaving.
Have you ever had the tapatios?
I'm gonna eat everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
their tapatios remind me. Have you
I'm
ever
gonna go there for
you ever
like
been to
2 weeks
Acuna? There's a place called Tapatios in Acuna.
I've only been to Boys Town.
Yes.
That's
I mean, wait, hold on. We're talking about food.
I see y'all are gross.
Talking about seafood.
There's a place in Acuna called Tapatios. Fucking lit. I mean, the best tapatios I've ever had.
Hell yeah.
Little Angels tapatios are the closest that I've ever had to theirs.
Yeah.
Really?
That chili verde they put on them.
This is shit.
Yeah.
But if you ever go to Acuna and go to this place, don't
Don't look at the
don't
kitchen.
watch the guys that are making the food.
He's like this.
Yeah.
He's seasoning his own shit, man.
He's right over the meat. He's right over the meat,
soul
just
to the
pouring, pouring
Let's
sweat.
go.
But boy, it's
But boy,
good shit.
it's good food.
Really?
Yeah.
I was hungry.
I might look at the cook a little weird. Even now, I think I might. You go to those barbecue places now. They're starting to put windows and everything now in here.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Angelo.
yeah.
You know what I mean. I'm like looking at them, and sometimes if I see them sweat, I'm like, all right, I'm still gonna eat it.
You pull a hair out. I was like, I'm just gonna say that's my hair. That's my hair.
It's my
You know
hair.
what? It's my beard. It's looking kind of red. Look, it got a little red tint.
It's all long. You're like, I have to pull that long one out of your throat.
I've done that before.
Yes.
Fuck.
Dog.
Did you stop eating it or did you eat it?
I didn't. I stopped eating that plate, and I told the lady about it, and she took it back.
Didn't we name one of our episodes that?
We named
Harry
it. One of our,
Oh, okay.
It was probably our
Or Harry
third or
Gordita.
fourth episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it had happened that afternoon, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But we didn't stop going there, and that was the one and only time it ever happened.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
They know us by name too.
That's good.
Yeah. They know where our drinks are and everything.
That's it.
Sometimes they're like, "Do you guys want menus today?" We always get menus, right?
Yeah. And never fucking.
We
never
always
opened
open
it.
Yeah.
I was like, no. You're gonna go if you want your tip. Go through the steps.
I want the experience.
Do y'all want chips and hot sauce? Bitch, does everyone else get chips and hot sauce? I was like, you go if you want your tip, you go through the steps. You do exactly like if I was a brand new customer.
And
You
don't
just
half-ass
keep
it. Don't half-ass it.
Yes. Don't just just because we're comfortable now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you know me by first name. No. You go through the steps. If you want a fucking tip, go through the steps.
You are you the one that puts like the $10 like on the table before everything starts? And every time they do something wrong, you take $1
Take
off.
$1 off.
Oh no, man. That's actually pretty smart.
No, I was always told like if you want a waiter to give you the best service, you give them the tip up front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to say I read a book, man, that said something like that. Like you go to a restaurant,
Yeah.
don't wait till the end of the meal. You give them the tip before you even sit down.
Yeah.
What if you're those guys that only tips like $2?
Yeah.
Well, I
He's
mean,
like, you're about to get shitty service.
in
son.
this book, this guy's talking like giving them a 20 $30 tip
okay,
right off the top. But he's also talking about like a high end.
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say, I was like 20%. You know,
so
you could be like,
we're looking at small restaurants. What, $8-10?
I would say $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking about tipping up front.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? Tipping up front?
Playoffs.
Oh my god!
Well,
I couldn't.
You're
tip up
talking
front.
about
I couldn't do it.
So Delta 8, right? No.
I couldn't do it. Y'all are crazy.
No, yeah, I got to be on Michael with this one.
You definitely have to have some. You got to go into it with the open mind for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
I bet you would get better service.
Oh, you probably would.
What if she?
Unless-
what if,
You're like, look,
what if
I'm going to give you your tip right now.
there is a shift swap, and you're just like, oh, here's $50, appreciate it, and she's like,
Dang.
I'm actually out on my way.
Hey, let me get
We've
that.
had waitresses change on us in the middle of a meal
She's
before.
like, I'm gonna go get y'all's
I'm
meal.
going to try it. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to be like, hey, look, I'm going to give you your tip right now.
Walks out the door.
I'm just going to start.
See what
I'm going to
happens.
start doing that. I don't know what.
It's a good experiment right there.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way, guys. What about considering tipping the front desk of a hotel so they can hook you up with a better room?
Nah. No, just kidding.
They could just give you any room. And I know because speaking on being on that side of
I think it depends on like where. Like maybe if we were like here in small town San Angelo, yeah, I could see that.
Really?
In Vegas?
they say to do that in
you know
Vegas.
what?
You
Yeah,
would do
in
it,
Vegas too. Yeah, because I think
Can you do
I've
that?
upgraded my room.
I don't know.
But-
I've never,
Yeah.
They still hook like, well, you're gonna tip me. We've got a room available, and you're still gonna pay extra for that nicer room. So it's
Yeah.
like me tipping you didn't really help. All I had to do was just ask you for an upgraded room.
Upgrade.
She probably doesn't care.
Right? Yeah.
She probably doesn't care. She's like, you just gave me money, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with
I have a gambling
entitled people,
habit. I'm going to the slot machines here. in a
What
second.
room are you in? I'm betting that number.
What game room is in San Angelo that I like? You know, I don't know.
I've only been to one game room in San Angelo.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to the one
was
that was
there.
here? It was only up for
No,
a
there's,
couple months.
No,
they're
they're
here.
They're there. Just
a
They're
bunch.
here. They're just in the back room somewhere.
No. I'm talking about the one downtown. What happened to that game room? It just popped up
there is one.
games and then they disappeared.
Oh, you're
No,
talking
they're-
about like an arcade.
Was
no,
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 I'm talking
no,
about
no.
slot
Are you talking
games.
about
Gambling.
It's still there.
We're talking the sweepstakes.
Next to
please.
the-
Sweepstakes.
Yeah.
There
We
you go.
say sweepstakes and we say redeem.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
that.
But they'll be around for a little bit until they get closed down again.
When does tipping stop?
Oh, when you order takeout. That shit stops right there.
When does
When you're at Starbucks, that's where it stops.
If I
Sonic?
order something,
That's
oh,
my
yeah.
hardest place. I'm like, oh god damn it, I don't want to tip, but you know,
$1. Send
If
it.
it's
Everyone's
cold
doing it.
outside, maybe.
Yeah.
everyone's doing it.
Do you tip? Do you
not
tip
as many
the
people
cashier?
as you think.
A lot of restaurants, you like.
I hate that.
I would
like
never
say
tip
say
a cashier.
Starbucks. Say Starbucks. There's a
No.
tip option.
Nah,
they
that's-
didn't do shit.
I'm out.
All they did was turn the screen towards you. It's not
Yeah.
like there's service going on. Like
Exactly.
I'll hit no thank you right in front of them and
yeah,
stare at them when I do it.
Do
There-
that at
there's a
Asian
lot of
buffet.
places like that. Like
I hate that.
there's no actual service. You just go and order your plate, and then they'll call. Hey, number 3 is ready. Like twisted root.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
actual service going on.
Yeah.
So why would you tip?
There's tip
No, no.
buckets.
There's a tip bucket right there.
yeah.
Well, remember, there was a whole big thing, right? Where it's like, oh, it's going to ask you a couple questions. And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like, oh, you don't have to turn it around, lady. No, bitch. I ain't give it. The fuck?
Yeah.
If you're not going to come bring my shit to my table, no.
Yeah.
No, even then.
That's tough though. Man.
Yeah.
It really is because I mean
Yeah.
you want to be that open-minded person, you know, but dude, it's like tipping's got out of hand.
Way out of hand.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
about like a hibachi grill? Do you tip the cook?
The cook,
Do you tip the
That's
cook?
that's tough too.
He made the
Do you
food.
tip? Do you tip
That's
the
tough.
cook and the waiter? Too?
I would have to.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's still tough because I'm like, you're doing your fucking job.
no.
You're cooking for me.
Yeah.
I come to eat out. You know, I
Yeah.
didn't come. You know,
Yeah, whether I give you the money or not,
Right.
you're going to cook.
right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard for me. Just little things like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like if I'm doing my job, tip me then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I used to not to for the I used to not for the longest time because I'm like, you're cooking my food, so you're paying you way more than the waitress. I know she's making $2.25 an hour.
right.
Yeah.
You know, now that also depends on how much I'm giving you. Is my drink running dry? You know, are you coming by every fucking couple minutes or whatever the fuck? You know, you can gauge it. You know, if you're having a conversation, all your shit's full, they're not going to come around us. They'll walk around and look at your shit,
Right.
look at your drinks, but.
When I was younger,
for the most part, I'm like, you're cooking my food, and you're an hourly worker. You're not a fucking,
Right.
you're an untipped worker, so they got to be paying you at least decent. I thought.
Yeah.
Or I
You know
think
what, man?
anyways.
I'm just gonna go camping. How about that?
Yeah.
I want to go make my own fire.
When I was younger, I worked at a hibachi grill here in San Angelo.
Shout out.
Shout out Japanese Steakhouse.
Let's go.
And I hated how they did the tip share.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hated that. So like you could tip the cook. He's gonna keep that. That's not part of the tip share. That's his money. But anything you leave on the table gets shared between all the waitresses and the busboys.
And the host.
And the host.
That's
and the
wild.
host.
And sometimes the bartender.
Yeah.
Well, see, some of those I would ask. I'm like, hey, do y'all tip share? She's like, yeah, we all tip share. I would take $10. I was like, put that in your pocket. That's you. This is not have nothing to do with my food. This is yours.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you saw multiple people attending your table?
What do you mean?
Like if they're tip sharing, right? And you see multiple people coming to your table and filling up. Like it's not the same waitress. Like one waitress takes your order.
I've never had that.
Oh, yeah.
Another waitress is bringing you chips, and then you got another waitress filling up your drinks.
I get the tip share there.
I might get that, right? Yeah. But it's still kind of like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. But half those waitresses were like, I wish I would just have this table to myself.
Yeah.
You know?
You would have made way more money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all on the restaurant too, because
Yeah.
Henry's Diner does, or Henry's does that.
Yeah.
And
That's how they did at that steakhouse, that Japanese steakhouse that I worked at. It was tip share, and I fucking hated it.
I'm just like, dude, this is
dumb.
Yeah, you're.
It didn't matter
taking out
how
pocket.
hard I worked. That money wasn't gonna go directly to me. I had to share it with everybody else.
Were you part of the wait staff or?
I started out as a busboy and I worked my way up. By the time I ended up quitting, I was a to-go cook. But then I was like, this is not me. I can't do this. Like, it's time to move on. Grow up.
I hate real jobs.
You know what? I will say that working in that restaurant was fun.
Right.
It was fucking fun.
Right.
Like, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about working in the fucking, especially when I got to be doing the to-go orders in the back. Like that was a whole different world back there. Like that was a whole different world back there.
Oh, yeah. Your steak hit the floor.
Yeah.
I'm picking it back up, throwing it bitch back on the grill. I accidentally dropped it. My bad. I'll fry it to kind of kill the germs, but it's going back on the grill.
Son of a bitch.
It does. I mean, come on. It does.
At that time, the owner of that place, man, he was cool as fuck. He loved to gamble. He wanted to bet on everything, and it would be anything from $1 to $100. You know?
Yeah.
God damn.
What's the most dumbest thing I betted on?
It was dumb only because it was a game that he made.
Oh,
right.
okay.
And it would be like this little contraption where you can like shoot like a piece of rice into like a shot cup using his contraption.
Oh, okay.
Like, only he could make it. Nobody else could make the shot. You know what I mean? Like, God damn it. You know.
It's like, Abraham, how many fingers are on my back? 1 or 2. It was like 2. Nope, it was 1. $5.
Gotcha.
Shit.
Now get back to work.
Those are cool people though, man. They
Yeah.
don't own it no more, but it was crazy. Like his story was crazy. The story, and he lied to me, but the story that he told me, and I believe it because there was boxing equipment in the back room, that he got the restaurant by winning boxing matches in Japan, and whoever was managing him or whatever gave him so much money to come and start a restaurant in the United States and get his citizenship and everything. Yeah.
That's why there's so many Chinese restaurants here.
Yeah, they all box for the Yakuza.
Kumite.
I didn't find out any of that, but yeah, I mean,
They all got the kumite.
he had all the equipment though.
Hell
Like
yeah.
he had like his workout equipment back there.
He's a spark.
Yeah, they're cooking and shit. Gets salt, gets sweat in his eyes. Like fucking Van Damme when he goes.
Dude, you know what? I heard, dude, it's hard not to recreate that scene on anything, right?
Yes.
Like anytime you get dust in your eye, you're like, you know. But I heard that movie was such bullshit.
Whoa.
The story of Frank Dukes never even happened.
No, man.
Never happened. There's no such thing as a kumite.
Did
No
you
such
know
thing.
of?
No.
Yeah, it's a secret
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah, but it's just gonna be blasted out there. I don't know.
It's like They have them.
I'm so mad right now.
Yeah.
It's like saying secret sightings don't exist when we know they do, but
Clearly.
nobody can prove it.
I'm just saying.
It's like saying there's no such thing as Mortal Kombat. Like, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Frank Dukes.
Every
is a
10
champ.
years, like a group of people fight for the.
That powdered shot never happened, bud. Movie magic.
Movie magic.
You know, I don't know, man. There's no way to really prove it. Was there a Frank Dukes though? There was actually.
There was actual Frank Dukes, but they just said the way he came about it, it was just all made up.
Damn.
They just made a storyline and just kind of went with it.
That's blood sport, right?
Yeah.
Blood
Yes,
sport.
blood
Yeah.
sport.
Damn. Did you know that in Kickboxer, the brother, the guy that gets put into the wheelchair,
Yeah.
he was an actual fighter. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was a world champion.
believe
They
that.
called him the Terminator.
I still can't
Dennis
walk.
Alexia.
Okay, hold on.
Listen.
Frank Dukes is a real person, better known by his birth name as Adam King Finley.
Already fake.
Yeah. Since he's Canadian, you're right. He is fake.
He is fake.
They use his whole head. I didn't see his head fucking separate from the bottom
Hey,
half.
but
Is the Kumite real?
I was like, Kumate's real friend. I ain't your friend, buddy.
When he talks, his mouth jumps around on his
He's like,
head.
rah, rah, rah.
but speaking of kickboxer, right? I still can't walk by a pillar. In
Without
any
wanting to
pillar
kick it?
without wanting to knee it. You know, like
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
you know what I mean.
You're gonna get a
Still
knee
can't do
replacement.
it. Still can't do it.
yeah.
I got to kick it at least once or knee it.
How did Tom Post say? You break your back.
Yeah.
I break, brother.
Yeah. He's like,
Fuck you.
you bleed like my Lee. And I'm like, oh,
Shit.
Fuck, well, that got me all right. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's going to get it.
Yeah.
Someone talks about his girl like that.
Yeah.
You leave Miley out of this, bitch.
Miley's a saint. She did nothing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck Tom Post.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of movie clips that I find myself in that I don't ever let myself out of.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If I see someone doing a funnel, guess where I'm going? Frank the Tank. You know what I mean? Woo!
Frank,
It feels good once it hit your lips. Bring it up, boys. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Running next to a car. Let's go streaking.
Let's go streaking.
He's all like,
Oh my god.
is that you? Yeah, honey. There's all the guys.
There's nobody. There's nobody.
When he's in that therapist office, that shit makes me laugh.
Oh,
He's like-
yeah.
He's just kind of wondering what kind of panties they're wearing. Shit like that. He's like, what the fuck?
Sometimes I find myself looking at a girl's ass and I'm like, is it cotton? Silk? Just repeating the lines.
Is it just me or they don't make movies like that no more?
No, they don't make movies like that. You can't make. Everybody's too fucking soft
That
nowadays.
raunchy
Everybody
comedy?
get fined reason to get
Yes.
offended.
They don't have any raunchy comedy anymore.
Nah, man.
Dead.
Bitch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Everybody's too sensitive.
Unless you can make like some B-rate movie that no one's gonna watch, like National Lampoons or some shit. But
Which
then
is
you know
still
that
funny.
even went away, huh?
which is still funny.
What was it? What was that?
Cheesy funny.
Naked Gun, like
Oh man, Leslie
Yeah.
Nielsen.
That was
Leslie
too
Nielsen.
much.
Leslie Nielsen.
That was too much.
Yeah.
They were like way over the top.
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots Part 2.
I hated that too.
Oh
God
man.
dang.
Yeah, no,
The
so,
parodies. I don't like parodies.
you know, okay. I'll give you that. That not
What about
another teen
Airplane?
movie.
What about Airplane?
That's a little bit older. That's kind of like
Classic.
slap comedy right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I didn't care for it. I mean, some of the parts were funny, yes, but
Wasn't there one where they made fun of the Spartans? They made fun of the 300. Meet
Oh,
the
yeah,
Spartans.
yeah.
And there was another one where they made fun of the Fast and the Furious.
I never heard of that one.
no.
man.
He says like,
yeah.
oh shit, he's got a thingamajig.
And the guy that plays the Rock is always getting greased up, like
Yeah, he's like-
constantly getting greased up.
Oh my God.
Baby oil on him. Yeah.
What was it called? Is it
Um,
88 something or
I don't know.
Movie 44.
movie?
Movie 44, movie 88, something like that.
oh yeah.
I don't know.
The one that was making fun of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
I think so.
probably called Quickly.
Movie 43.
Movie 43.
Movie 43. God damn, we got them all wrong.
Yeah, one digit off.
The one digit off. So when you said real jobs suck, what do you mean by real jobs?
Dude,
Like construction?
no.
Oh, okay,
No. What I'm talking about is like grown-up jobs. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah,
shopping.
yeah.
Because
You
you know,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck that.
you know, because
It does suck.
whenever I was like 16 years old, 17, I waited tables, and that was the most funnest times. I'd be,
Mm-hmm.
pranking people, cracking jokes, doing this, doing that. But whenever you get, for whatever reason, whenever your job has benefits, it all goes away.
It gets all.
It gets responsible.
Yeah,
you have responsibilities now.
I've never had a job with benefits that it was like legitly fun. Maybe selling cars, maybe because I mean the car game is just a total different animal, right?
Yeah,
but making people get in the trunks, doing stuff like that. That's the fun.
That's waiting tables with more money involved.
Right. Yeah. But just but whenever you're getting paid hourly and then they're like, then you got benefits, no fun.
No, everybody's serious.
So that's what I call a real job.
There's always that one motherfucker like, God damn, this fucking.
What's that car? What's that? There was a movie where these dudes came in to sell cars with
The
Jeremy
Goods.
Piven.
The Goods.
That's funny.
That's a good fucking.
That
movie.
is a good movie.
But he was such a douche, though. They could
You
never get work.
But
again.
you know that
hard,
that
so
movie
hard.
is definitely not far. Any car movie is definitely not far off of what the real life is.
Really?
Yeah, it really
Okay.
isn't. Like I'm gonna tell you this one funny deal, dude. We had these guys come in. They were like contractor salespeople, right? Coming in from all over the place. I mean, just people that you do not want to buy cars from, but they came in. 1 week goes by, and they're all out of there. Like there's nobody there, so everything's back to normal. The sale is over, right? We get cops called into we got sheriffs come in, and I'm like,
What the hell?
shit, they're coming looking for me. Like, then you know who the outlaws are in the car dealership, right? Because everyone scatters whenever they see police, right? And you're like, oh yeah, that guy's got a record, whatever, right? But dude, one of these guys told the lady that she traded in her car, and she didn't. They just got that car and they parked it at fucking Walmart.
No shit.
Yeah, dude, it's just crazy. And so, it was a big deal. And it was a sweet old lady too. She was like probably like 80 some years old.
Damn.
They just fucking just gave it to her. Like,
That's bad.
yeah.
That's
Like,
bad.
but it's like shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like,
That's why I don't buy anything when they have like the big sales because just these fly by night people that show up.
Yeah.
They give you,
And I'm not saying all of them are bad, right?
No.
You always got the good, you always got the bad, you always got the funny, you always got the smart, you always got the man, and that guy's fucking badass. And but then you got those one bad apples, just like everything else, just kind of like
There's always that one guy.
you're like fuck, but it's, the car game is like every movie that I've ever seen. I'm all like, yup,
Pretty close.
Kind of like Waiting. The movie.
You hear that,
Waiting.
Taylor? Taylor Sheridan's gonna make a movie. Gonna make a show about car salesmen.
Dude,
car salesman.
I tell you, man, if there was a camera
cutthroat.
crew,
Cutthroat.
crew in a dealership, any dealership, that'd be fucking funny to watch.
Oh yeah.
But waiting tables, that movie Waiting.
Yeah, Waiting.
Everything else, everything was like
It's
spot on.
waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, everything was spot on. I mean, even there's that one part that they're like fucking up that one piece of steak because that lady sent it back.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never done that, right?
Oh.
But I've come
Yeah, me
across,
neither.
I've seen
Yeah, me neither.
I've seen some people do some like pretty fucked up
Yeah.
shit, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not part of this. I'm walking away.
Yep.
After working in a restaurant, I try not to ever complain about it.
Nope.
Right.
Be nice to your staff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be nice. Tip first.
Yeah.
No, it's horrible because you don't fuck with the people making
Yeah,
the food.
man.
Hell no.
Dude, that's
'Cause
crazy.
I've been there, bro. I've
Yeah.
been there.
Like on Super Troopers when those cops walk in and they're like, "It's for a cop." That's how he makes it good for you.
What does that mean? You gonna spit in it?
But on the reversal side, right? How much do you think that's true for the patrol guys to fucking do
Oh, a
some
lot.
of that shit? Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
They're like Farvo.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah. They fuck around too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that goes with just about most jobs. Like that, it has to. You've got to
Yeah.
fucking. That's how you get through your day.
Yeah.
You know
I'd
what
be
I
the
mean?
worst cop ever. I'd be flashing my lights behind somebody at night and just drive right by them.
Hell
You
yeah.
know? I've gotten so many heart attacks over that.
Hell yeah.
Like, oof.
I know I have.
This
They
is-
pull up right there,
Yeah,
right
this-
behind
Yes.
you.
This is
Turn on
gonna
their
be
lights
bad.
and they just
Hit the lights and they go around.
I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. No, man, plenty of times, man. But yeah, you're right. I mean, those guys spend a lot of their time by themselves, man. Gotta make it fun.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
meet up at the donut shop and eat all their fucking sugar.
All the coffee, it all makes sense. All the coffee, caffeine, donuts.
Well, half the places where they go, man, the coffee's free anyways. They just go pick up that, like on Stripes, they pick up the cup behind the counter. And it's
Oh,
for
yeah.
cops. They just hand it to them. They don't fill it.
I think Whataburger does that too because I saw.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
I was at Whataburger one time. They're like, let me just get the I don't know. They have a name for it. Just refill my coffee cup.
Cop cup.
Cop cup.
Let me have my cop cup. No, but I don't remember what it was.
They don't need a refill for a cop.
It was something. 3 creams. 3 creams.
It's like, hey man, this cream's not dissolving. It will.
Don't worry about it.
Oh shit!
The coffee's cold.
Oh shit.
It'll warm up.
Yeah.
God damn.
He's like, hey man, why was my cup in the restroom with that dude?
He made it good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
We keep the extra, but
Right.
French vanilla in the restroom.
And it's a French guy. It's a French guy walking out of the restroom.
How you feeling, Mike? Yeah.
Is it wearing off?
Your eyes are wider.
Yeah.
No, I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Feel
'cause he's
comfortable.
quiet.
Yeah.
You've been talking a lot, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to speak too much.
Oh.
Because I have an NDA
I
signed with Tesla. I
I
can't.
don't want to take up the entire 3 hours.
I'll let you hire y'all's fun.
All right. What's
feels
the
good.
most weirdest thing you're thinking about right now?
I don't know.
Oh. So he's not high.
He's like, I'm not thinking of anything.
I was thinking. His eyes got wide out. He was like, oh.
He's like, wait a minute.
He's like,
How am I
oh
still
yeah.
here? Nah, man, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty chill. I used to say a lot. I guess when I was younger, used to just do whatever the fuck I wanted. But
So you're
no,
growing up high.
Yeah, it feels good. It's chill. It gets me through the day.
Nice.
It puts me in a better mood. I mean, honestly, like when I'm at work, I keep that shit there. But when I'm at home or I'm hanging out with friends, I used to be the one that always, oh, here's the attention and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm laid back and I'm observing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it puts me in a better place.
Do you do it because of anxiety or do you do it depression?
Yeah, I don't even know.
No, you just do it to do it?
I do it to do it.
Hell yeah.
There was a part of me a long time ago before I was smoking. I was going through a bunch of shit. Anyways, I started smoking. It felt better. I did go through, it sounds stupid, but like a psychotic break.
Nothing stupid.
Man, especially when you're lit. Went through something like that. And then I kind of just realized, like, dude, I'm pretty small in this world. It's not, I'm pretty small. It's pretty big. Get to walking, and it's gonna be forever before you get somewhere. So it's like it's that big to me now. I don't know. I was pretty self-centered for a little while.
Yeah.
Until I realized, like, holy shit, dude, the world's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's like you can gather up a little money, go to Dubai or go, somewhere where you can say, hey, fuck it, I've been here. Go see the pyramids or some shit like that.
Ain't it weird that you could do it though?
I'm sorry?
You could do anything you want. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Sky's the
exactly how I
limit.
see
You
it.
can do whatever you want.
Right. Like if I want to
Whatever.
just be a piece of shit dad. I mean, things come with, result, consequences.
Yeah.
But like if I wanted to, I could just get up or maybe, put my mind to it and be like, I'm going to go to Italy and then just live there.
Have you ever gone to a restaurant, a really not expensive, but a restaurant where you normally wouldn't go by yourself, and go by yourself with some headphones and kind of just enjoy the food and watch a movie on your own? It's a different experience.
No, I've never done that.
People used to
It's a
not
different experience 'cause
watching a movie
it's-
by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like doing it all the time.
When I was working in Brady, I used to go to this place called
Like
The Locker.
porn? No, I'm joking.
I was working at a sand plant down there, and I was living down there for a little while, and I learned to live literally by myself because I decided to go do this job. I was there for a while, and then I realized, you know what? I'm just going to start kind of just focusing in, not worried about anybody else.
Uh-huh.
So that's when I started going to restaurants by myself, headphones in, connected to my phone, watch a movie, have dinner. And it was weird because people would stare at you, and it wasn't the type of like, oh, what is he doing? It was just kind of like, yeah, this guy's by himself. Like,
Yeah.
it was totally different. The other experience is try going to the movies by yourself.
I like going to the movies by myself.
I do too.
Go to the movies by yourself.
Yeah, I used to do that. Of course, the little bit that I would disappear, for the week when I was working down in Carlsbad, New Mexico, I'd go to the drive-in theater.
Oh,
I'd go
man.
get me a fucking 6-pack or whatever and something to eat, and I would drive into the movie theater, watch a fucking movie, leave my shit all the way back and just chill there and watch a fucking movie.
Yeah.
With the hope, but for me it was different because it was like I get home and it's go, go, go. The kids want to do this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I don't got that time I don't have much time to do anything else, but just spend time with the kids. And then I would leave out there, and it was just fucking, like, it was just quiet. You know what I mean? There'd be times where my wife would call me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm watching a movie. Let me call you back." I'm at the drive-in theater. She's like, "The fuck? You really at a drive-in theater?"
Oh, well, you're not here in town though. You're
Yeah, I'm not here. Okay. I'm gone. You know, and that was kind of a chill time for me, man.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
it centers you, I guess. I guess that's how it feels to me.
Yeah,
it centers you.
It's like that self-care, basically, but like taking yourself out.
And I did that for a year, because if I wasn't in New Mexico, I was down in Victoria, down in Refugio, and that kind of did it centered my view of everything. I was like, you know what, I'm done traveling.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I guess what it's done to me is that I experienced that, and what it opened up to me was there's probably more than 1 billion people probably feeling the exact same way, and it's just like,
you're not alone.
Well, what are those? I mean, yeah. What do all those people have in common? Are they single?
Possibly.
Maybe.
You know,
but how many people are like in unhappy marriages?
A lot.
That are like,
Yeah,
they feel like they're single.
Yeah. Well, they're in the shady part. They're probably in those marriages because they got kids. Together, you know, which at the end, man, it's like
doing it for the kids.
Shout out.
Yeah, we're staying together for
Shout
the
out
kids.
to the exes. I'm just joking.
You know, and not even that, man. How hard is it to get into the dating game?
you know, my experience, I've been single. I've called myself single for about 6 years. I've gone on dates. I've done all that shit. And blah blah blah. To be quite honest, it's all BS. All of it. It's all BS.
It is.
You can literally walk out. Like, for instance, this podcast right now. I don't have to be here. I can literally get up and go.
Right.
Just get up and go. Not answer questions.
Fuck, you can. We ain't done recording.
The fucking door's locked.
Right.
But it's one of those feelings where it's just like, dude, you are literally the creator of your own reality. And I don't know how to explain that any better.
Yeah.
You want it to be free? Be free. You want it to be like shit? Make it shit.
Right.
Do it. And it will happen.
So I guess what you're saying is you're not in a relationship for the simple fact that I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Basically.
That's what I used to tell her. That's what I usually tell everybody, because they'll ask me, like, you know, you're single, whatever. But I'm like, dude, I'm content. I'm like happy. Like, I can do whatever I want.
The other thing that I get behind this is that, let's say I were to get into a relationship. I don't have to know. I don't have to know anything you're about or anything like that. What I do kind of get from being in a relationship is we're here for each other, right? What I can say freely is you are your own person.
Yeah.
Go do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to set boundaries, set them, but make sure they're clear. And if you want, yeah.
And I also feel like a lot of people, especially when they're younger, because I mean, I was there too. You're right. Nothing was ever set in stone. Where it's like you didn't figure out the dating. You didn't figure out what you didn't like or like about your relationships. Yeah. You know, so all of a sudden it's like, well, now I got to stay home because the wife, or now I got to do this, or I can't do this because of the relationship.
It's a whole stigma, man.
Yeah. Where me and my wife from the get go, you know, of course it took a couple years, where it's like, look, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't tell her you can't go wherever, you know. I don't set boundaries with her. Mm-hmm. There is this line in the sand where it's like, you know what makes me mad? You know what's not right? We both have a really good concept of right and wrong.
Yeah. Adults.
Do whatever you want within the boundaries of, hey, you know, I'm not going to go, fuck, I don't know. I'm not going to do something that I know is going to make my wife mad.
Yeah. Right. There's a line in everybody.
It's respect. It's called respect.
Yeah. There's a line in everybody that you do not cross.
Yeah, it's respect.
You just don't do it.
And if you can't respect that line, then what are you doing in a relationship?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, even then is that even if it is, you do have respect. But say some girl comes up and starts talking to you, right? Say, hey, and you're just carrying a conversation with the person. You're a person. Then all of a sudden, because I've seen this plenty of time.
Nope.
Who's that bitch you were talking to?
Well, see, that's
and I was like, wait a minute,
those are insecure people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's like those people where it's like, oh, then I won't do that because you don't like that. You know, it's like no. We're not children. This isn't high school.
I'm a grown ass fucking
man.
If somebody's asking me something or they're asking me about
Yeah.
whatever, I'm gonna have to carry the conversation. I'm not. It's not flirting. It's not. No. I totally get
I'm
that.
a human being.
That's somebody that's totally insecure with themselves to even take it to that level.
Yes,
that's.
And it's like it's one
of
those.
If you're with somebody like that, then why are you with somebody like that?
Exactly, and that's where I feel like, of course, they're the younger cats. I'm talking about people in their 20s, where it's like, dude, well, she's like this. I'm like, then why are you with her?
Let me ask.
Because
let me ask. I mean, just piggybacking off of that. Mm-hmm. What exactly is that then? Why do people stay? What is it?
Comfort.
Is it comfort?
It's because they don't want to go out and have to do the whole thing all over.
So then why?
I used to think that, but then I was like,
why put somebody through that shit?
No, because
maybe some people like it.
Because people are selfish.
Yeah.
Ooh, that too.
I was gonna say because people are like, oh, this is how the relationship is. This is how relationships are.
Some people.
It's like, oh, okay, this is how it is. So she's already giving my do or don'ts. So now you're putting up walls where it's like you're closing yourself off to people.
Yeah.
There's also some people that grew up watching their moms go through a bunch of shit, and they think like, well, that's what I always saw, so that must be just the way it is.
Like a broken home. So they're like, I don't
they carry on
that.
the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're recording everything you see. That's why memories exist.
Exactly.
When people watch something horrific, it stays, and then that's the only way. The only way to react to it is by what you saw, and you think that's the way to react.
But see, that's not. I mean, no, you're right. That is some people. Those people. It's not everybody, but
you've got your bad apples.
Everybody's different. Some people take things a lot harder and more to heart than other people do. Mm-hmm. Some people hang on to those memories more than other people would hang on to.
And then the older you get, the more you have to cull through all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I this is coming from a single guy, but this is what I've learned since I've been single. I've been single for going on 6 years. Is like you said, you are your own person, right? So, I mean, in a way, you got to be unselfish, but selfish at the same time. Right.
Okay.
Because you really got to give that person what they need, right? And that's when you really start to grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you find that somebody, I mean, you want to obviously make them happy, right? Mm-hmm. But you got to make yourself happy too.
Yes.
Yeah. And then those people that get, and I know that this would happen to me. It's just that I got caught up in the rat race, the family life. I was just kind of like, oh my God, I come home, take care of the kids, or help out, or I thought I was helping out, or I didn't help out, or whatever the case might be, right? But at the same time, I maybe forgot about that other person's needs. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And at the same time, it's just because I'm lost into whatever they wanted me to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you get, like they want you to provide, they want you to do this, and they want you to do that, but
you want to fit that
right
role,
right? And then all of a sudden, you just find yourself in a situation where you're not even the same person that you were whenever you walked into this whole thing. Only because I lost myself. It was my fault. I didn't do the things that I needed to do to make me a better husband, a better father. I just kind of just went with the flow. I was just kind of like, whatever. I didn't get mad. All right, here's the money, or I don't have money, or whatever the case may be.
So let me ask you, because. Well, yeah, you know what? Let me ask you. Where did you learn that from? Where did it come from? Where did those morals come from?
How
you felt like you said, like a family
after this?
No, like a family.
I didn't know. I found out like whenever I was going through my divorce, I was like, shit, man, I don't even know who I am anymore. And, I just barely started waking up from it about a year and a half ago. Like I did not know who I was, where I was, what I was doing. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when I became very selfish. I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm in my feelings, but now I'm starting to be like, oh, okay. I'm starting to learn a lot about myself to be like,
damn, that's crazy. Cause I think I had that conversation with somebody who was like, no, I'm just, I'm doing the father thing. I was like, no. You're
filling a role.
You're filling a role, man.
Right.
That's not you.
Yeah.
Don't lose yourself trying to appease what you think she thinks a father is.
right.
Because you're fitting into this role. It's like all of a sudden I'm playing this character that's not me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
which is crazy because that's why she liked you in the first place.
Yeah.
And now you're playing this role. It's like I got to be the father. I got to be the responsible. Now you're turning into somebody. She's like, this is not who I do.
What I don't understand, and that's in a way that is that guy's fault. no offense
No.
for because I mean most guys will do it. You know, fill that role.
What's
You know
crazy
what I mean?
though? What's crazy
But-
though? When you have children, it's the right thing to do.
No, well, I turned
Is
it.
That's what you tell yourself.
That's what you tell yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing it for
Exactly.
the kids. I'm doing it for the kids. I'm
Hold
doing it
on,
for the
hold
kids.
on.
But what I was about to get
When
at
you're
though,
having kids,
before we jump into this other part, is the whole thing where, and the guys do it too. But I'm gonna say women because I've been in a relationship where the woman wants to change me.
Yes.
And it's like, why do you feel the need that you have to change me? Like, I don't need to be fixed. Like, if I want to do something different with my life, I'll fucking do something different with my life. I don't have to do it because you want me to do it, or you're I don't know, somehow holding something over me so that way I have to change and conform to your ways or some shit like
Well,
that.
that's a different aspect too.
You know what I
though,
mean?
yeah.
But why do guys do it to women too? I know I'm using it in the concept of the other way around.
Yeah,
Though.
we're guys though. That's how
But
we
yeah, but guys do it to chicks too, though. Like
Yes.
they want to change them. But why do people feel the need? Like, you met this person this way, but now you want to.
Because I like certain aspects of you. There's just those other ones that I don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I could just change the ones I don't like, you'll be better.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to mold you. I mean, because I like all these other shit you do for me. It's this other stuff that I don't care for.
Right.
Let me change those other stuff, and you'll be the better
So
boyfriend.
you can fit my mold.
Exactly.
You know, but why does everybody have to be fixed?
Because people
why
have
do some
problems,
people
bro.
feel like I need to fix this guy? Like
There's no full acceptance.
I had
Those are people that are not happy with themselves.
Exactly.
I dated
Exactly.
when I didn't have a fucking car or my own house. Everybody was trying to give me their fucking phone number. Like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on here? When I got my shit together, it was like, oh no, I can't fix. He's already
Look at that
fixed.
loser trying to get his shit together.
I need somebody I can fix. I don't need somebody that's got his shit together and I can't fix because there's nothing wrong with him. Like, I need somebody I can fix.
He's already molded.
That's
I need
fucking-
somebody I can mold.
But that's crazy though. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, some people have weird. They're that's the narcissism. You know.
But most women will want someone they could fix.
That's
You know
what. That's
I
the
mean?
thing. Like, it's-
That's it. It's to a point. I mean, like they've already got their dad.
he's
right?
he's my project.
They already
Yeah.
got their dad. They already know what they don't want if their dad's in their life, or they
Yeah.
already know. They already kind of have like their dad, like their father figure, there, and they already had the. Well, he wasn't there, or he's there, but he's like this, right? And so, you know, I think most dads want to spoil their daughters and do all this and do all that, and that's great. You know, you want to provide for your kids, but it really makes it hard for the modern man. And I'm going to say modern man because we're a totally different cloth from where the 40s and, you know, the 60s or even the 70s men where, you know, your grandpa was, you know, still held down the house.
Built
you know,
different.
No.
But the women didn't need so much then. You know what I mean? Now I call Americanized women that the Kardashians and all this and all that. I mean, every woman wants that 1% guy or the 3%, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of where it's at. And sometimes it's hard for a single guy like, you know, me or somebody to find someone that's actually like wanting to be in a relationship now because they've already been hurt. They already got 3 baby daddies. You know, they've been cheated on. They've been beat. Every woman I've come across, they've been beat one way or another.
Yeah.
And that's every single woman and I'm like,
Really?
dude, I can
Like when you say beat, like mentally or
Mentally
emotionally
abused
or
Physically.
mentally or emotionally, whatever. I mean, it's always the guy's fault, right? And I'm not gonna say it's always the guy's fault because there's some women out there that do fuck up, right? I mean, they're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, and it's not all the time. I mean,
sometimes they like that drama.
some of them do. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, you're gonna find it in the bitter baby mamas, you know, the ones that don't let their dads see the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, what? I mean, I've been fortunate enough that I've never had that problem. The kids is kind of right where it stopped, you know.
Yeah.
And everything was, you know, free game until the kids. Just make sure you get the kids, you know, blah blah blah. Make sure that, you know, they're good, you know. Yeah. But there's some baby mamas out there. I've heard some stories, and I've come across some women that I'm just like, what? Like, let the fucking guys see the kid, or he don't pay child support. Okay, seems like they're a little too much for you. Why don't you let him have the kids?
Yeah.
They ain't
Which
about
is
to-
No,
they ain't about to
they
do
don't.
that.
They
they
won't do that. I think
no.
most women just care about that check,
Well.
regardless of how much it is.
here for a pimp.
Regardless of how much it is, right? Regardless of how much it is, most women just want want that money. And if they're doing it by themselves, they're like, oh, well, I could almost say it. I'm like, that's one of the questions I ask. I'm like, where's the baby daddy at?
Yeah.
Are they in their life?
I hear those videos where they're like, I pay my own bills. I pay myself. I was like, congratulations, you're a dude.
Yeah. I think I had told you when I was working for you back in the day, back in the day, there was a chick that I had met, and come to find out, she hadn't had a job ever. She had been living off of the fucking system. She had a fucking nice ass Cadillac, a nice ass fucking 4-bedroom house. She had like 4 or 5 kids from different dudes, and she was drawing checks from each one of them. Man. Each one of them. And it wasn't like, it was big checks. They were big fucking checks.
Damn.
On top of that, she was government assistance.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck? Like how many of you are out there? Like
there's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Fake it till you make it kind of vibes.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
They're faking the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
Faking it.
I'm willing to bet to this day she probably still hasn't had a real job.
No, why would you?
No, that's
I wouldn't.
the American dream,
you know
dude.
What I mean?
It's crazy.
Never have a job, get super paid.
And that's why I get so mad. And me coming, back, I've started to reflect a lot about myself, about who I really am and stuff like that. Really starting to understand things about what fucked up my marriage, right? Like the reason why I'm single, really starting to look into that. But I mean, nowadays it's just so radical with all this feminists that are coming out and just all like, well, I got my own car, I got my own. I don't want to be with a dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I mean, I just need. I don't. At this point, I don't want to help you out.
You want a traditional woman, is what you're looking.
I don't know if I want a traditional woman now. I mean, shit. It's just kind of. It's all like, if you're making money, what are we doing? Do you want me to pay? You want me to pay all the bills, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of. And then a lot of these women are like, "Oh, I bring a lot to the table. What do you bring? Tell me, what do you bring?" I got my house.
I'm used.
You know what's wild about that is that I had a friend. He was a really good, a best friend of mine. He's going through something pretty wild, in his own situation, and he told me something that really stuck with me. And he's like, "Dude, we both had kids. Like me and him both had kids at the same time. Our kids kind of grew up at same age." And he's like, "Man, I've experienced this." He goes, "I got to experience having children. I got to experience, living with a woman. I got to experience buying a house with her, all that." He goes, "That is a chapter in my life that I never want to do again."
Really?
Is that bad?
He goes, "That's a chapter I never want to go back."
Yeah. And the way I see it, man, it's just like you were so enamored of wanting to have the kids, have the house, that you look past all the red flags.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because she didn't just all of a sudden go crazy.
Yeah.
The signs were always there. You were just like, oh, she's just tripping today, or she's in her mood today.
She normally sleeps with other guys. No big deal.
But like the way he explained it, it was just one of those. He's like, "No, I'm not doing it again." Yeah. He goes, "Having a woman, great. They come and go. Having a house, I can get that on my own."
That wasn't his, that was his first. Because he was young.
It was having a family experience. It was saying, "Hey, me and this woman had a baby. We are a family. We lived the house life. We lived the whole marriage." But see,
that's also the problem with sticking your dick wherever. It's like it's
frowned upon.
Yeah, it's frowned upon. But yes, but it's fun.
Yeah, right. But it's. I don't know how to. I don't really know how to explain it.
But see, that goes both ways.
Yeah,
too.
He didn't. But I mean, at that age, because you're young. If you're talking about the same person I'm talking about, he didn't have that time to cull through the red flags. This is the shit that I don't want. This shit that I do want. All of a sudden, you're having sex. You're looking past all the fucking red flags.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you know what? We're going to have a kid because this is going to fix the little bit of problems that we have.
No, it's going to make us love each other more.
Exactly. And it doesn't. It doesn't.
No, yeah, it don't.
That's tricking. That's tricking yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because that's what you want. I see a lot of people that they see the end game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on. She yells at you every time you fucking accidentally cough. Are you gonna chew with your mouth open? I was like, are we not seeing this?
So in a way, is that person doing the same thing when they're just like, oh, they're gonna change, things are gonna get better. Like, is that that's the mentality? Because of the fact is like, look, I gotta fit this role. Yeah.
That I think that this is what a dad needs to be. This is what the perfect husband needs to be.
Yeah.
So you do, and I see it all the time, bro, where I'm just like, hey, what's up, bro? And it's like, oh, man, I have to
say it. It is totally on him.
Yes.
That is totally his own fuck up.
All of it. And I will say that. I will straight up. I'll agree with you on that.
I don't know who this guy is, but honestly, I want to say that this same situation I've seen before in friends of my own, and it is completely his own fuck up.
And I wish guys, because I can't speak for girls. I can't speak on that because I don't know anything about that. As guys, okay, this is your life. You only have one.
Yeah.
And if you can't call it out to the way you want it to be, then that's not who the person you need to be with.
Yeah.
And this is the only reason I'm talking, man. And I can't talk for anybody else's shit. I can't talk for nothing.
You're still married, dude.
Exactly. But see, that's where at the very beginning, my wife was like, we cold through that shit.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I dated girls before her, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't want this. This is nuts. I don't want, and I told her straight up, I was like, look, I'm going to live the way I want to live. Yeah. And I'd like for you to join me in this journey. But don't think, I don't want you to change who you are. I want you to be exactly who you are. There are responsibilities later that come in with having kids, which you're being the mom, me being the dad.
Right.
You know, but I don't need you changing me. I don't need you, God damn it, like fit in this fucking role. I want you to be you. Right. I'm not overbearing. I'm not going to be like, well, where the fuck were you at? Yeah. You know, hey, well, you got off at 5. You're at, you know, whatever. Oh, I went to go have, dinner with the friends, or we went to go have girls get a couple of drinks. I'm not going to be that guy because I've seen this too. And it's funny. Well, all of a sudden, you know, because she calls him, she's like, hey, you're not going to believe what just happened. We went out to have drinks with the girls, you know, when she was with this team, and no one knew where we were at. And this girl's husband shows up, seeing who the fuck she was having drinks with.
Hell yeah.
Okay. She puts the fucking drink down. She pays the tab. Well, because she was waiting for the waitress to pay the tab. When he walked in sneakily, paid her tab, and says, I already paid the tab.
Get your ass. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Who the fuck? No, that's nuts, bro. That's
dude, I don't know. Like, I don't, maybe just because of the relationship I have right now, these are my scars, right? I'm just all like, nah, you ain't going to go out by yourself. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of like, if you're going somewhere, we're going somewhere.
We're going somewhere, yeah.
If you have a best friend, we have a best friend. If you have an enemy, we have an enemy. You know what I mean? It's just,
okay, yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just felt like,
I can feel that.
You know?
I feel that, yeah.
But it's just kind of like, you want to be with your best friend at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
But
you're not going to get that with bringing your old traumas into a new relationship.
Right. But it wouldn't be. I would never be like, oh, well, I'm going to go with you because I don't trust you. I'm going to go with you because I want to go with you. You know what I mean? But if it's just going to be an all girls thing, guess what? I'm a comadre. I could cheese with the best of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
But I'm just saying, no, we're going to go. Yeah. Is there going to be any husbands there? No.
So
no.
A lot of times I look at it like, I used to be in the bars. Like, I was single all the way up until, I had relationships and nothing was serious because I wasn't ever going to try and take anything serious.
Yeah.
I didn't get married till 2 years ago when I was 42.
Right. So
I got it all out of my system. But, where was I going with this? I went to go to the bars. I got to go out and party all by myself and everything. But now that I'm with my wife, it's like, I don't want to go. I don't really have the desire to do things without her.
Right.
Like there was one time she had a meeting for her work, and we were in Albuquerque, and I went up this fucking mountain. There's a mountain outside of Albuquerque. I took the car up there by myself.
Right.
And I was like, this kind of fucking sucks. I realized I don't like experiencing things without her with me. It just fucking sucked. I was like, this is not fun. I can do things by myself, and I like doing things, but experiencing something, I would have loved to have been there, her to have been there with me, to experience that with me.
Did you ever have that feeling with someone else?
No.
That's a complete game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like,
I would have never have given a fuck.
Yeah.
Never. Honestly, I was, because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a piece of shit back in the day.
Lucky for you, though, is that when y'all met each other, you cold through all your shit.
I was already through it all.
You already through it all. So you got to be like,
done with the bullshit.
I don't want this. I don't want this.
Yes.
We're both, older in our age.
I was at a point where I was like, everybody's fucking crazy. All of these women are fucking nuts. And it was so crazy because it was like, I'll use this one as an example. She was like, you would have thought she was a perfect woman. I'm like, hey, she's got this and she's doing this and that and whatever. But every day was the end of the fucking world. Oh my God! Every day was the worst day she had ever had,
Right.
and I was like, God, here we fuck. Every time my phone rang, I'm like, fuck.
You gotta hear all the drama.
Like I had a good day, and then I got to answer this and listen to how the fucking this is the worst day.
Yeah,
this
the
is
world
worst,
just ended.
This is the worst day ever. I'm like, oh,
Boy, she was doing something good.
fuck.
But
Those other
sections,
things.
bro. Sections.
Yeah.
You gave up sections of land.
I was like,
Yeah, you know that,
could've
that
been
hot
Juan
scale.
Dutton.
You know that hot scale.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
I told you about it. She was an heir to. I forgot how many sections of land it was.
Did you tell me like 15?
Something like that.
15
like
sections.
15 sections.
Shoot, I would have put up with it.
No.
No, it's not worth your
Yeah.
sanity.
No, I'm
man.
just-
It
yeah.
is just
Life's too
But
fucking
you know,
short to
but
put
there
away
are
that
guys
bullshit.
that probably would.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's a guy out there that did. Like,
Listen, I'm a very patient man now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm all like, I'm willing to kind of look through other people's flaws and just kind of figure it out and see if I'm part of that. If I fit trying what they're what they're doing. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's just absolutely crazy and dog shit, obviously I'm not gonna. But
Yeah.
if there's some things I could look past, and nothing really bothers me anymore. And that's kind of the scary part for me, because now I'm just all like, I just want to be happy, and I just want to chill, and I just want to be someone with, I know my faults that I had in my marriage. Like, I'll take some responsibility of it. I mean, I know that I probably wasn't the best father. I know I was probably the best husband. I know that
who is though?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no.
But I mean, it's just kind of, I know I took things for granted because I just grew up in one of those I grew up in a divorced home, right? And then whenever I saw my stepdad come in and he treated my mom, I was like, okay. But they kind of had an understanding of this is it,
Yeah.
and this is it. And I know I took my ex-wife for granted for all the time. I was like, you know what, do whatever you want. We're gonna still be together. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead. You want to leave? He'll bring you back. That kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh, you're gonna cheat on me? Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You'll come back. It was just always that. I know I just kind of just swept. Just kind of took it until it actually happened. But whole different story.
You kind of put up with a lot.
Yeah.
Put up with a lot. I will say that when it was crazy when I had first met my wife, when we first started talking, I almost kept thinking like, when is this she's gonna drop here? Like, and this is
Come on. Come on, show everybody how crazy you are.
Show me the red flags. Where are the red flags? Like, no, because it was just like so many years of so much of seeing the crazies. Like, oh my God, it was like, what the fuck? And then when I met her, I was like, oh, you're actually normal. Like, what the fuck? Like, everybody has their fucking flaws, but she wasn't mentally ill.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I feel for you guys being single out there, because it ain't fucking no joke.
It's not a joke, but I mean, it really made me kind of think about, what things I do wrong in my previous relationship. You know what I mean?
Oh, so self-reflection, yeah.
It was a lot, but I mean, it just happened up until about a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? But in the past 4 years or 5 years, I've just been in my fields. I'm like, I don't care.
Did you ever have those when you were married?
What do you mean?
Self-reflection.
Man, I didn't. And I think that's how come I was. I was always just. I just did enough just to keep us saying everyone cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really. I was just kind of like, and like I said, I know I took her for granted. I was just kind of like, this.
Damn, that's crazy, because I always thought everybody did that.
Yeah, no.
No, like
I take a couple.
Take some time and reflect on
I
it.
do, man, because I mean, like I do. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
am I doing enough for my kids? Am I doing enough for my wife?
I was a robot. Like, I woke up, went to work, made some money, whatever. Come back home, kind of fuck around, whatever, do stuff with the kids, go to Saturdays were soccer games, Sunday was church, go out to eat,
Family
watch
lifestyle.
football,
It was-
come home, and just have those little minor, arguments of, every marriage has, right? But I really, on my side, I know that I just kind of, I was like, I just coasted. I was just coasting because I just turned into a whatever man. That's what I, that's what I turned in. And that was my fault. And I should have, if I could go back and change it again, I know kind of more or less, what I should have been doing more of.
Yeah. I think that I'm just more in touch with my feminine side. Well, because I would, like, we would, like, the times we would go camping, right? Yeah. And this is, I'm going to use this as one example because I've done it multiple times where it's just like kids go to bed, me and the wife are on the fire, and I'm like, hey, hey, I'm sorry. She's like, the fuck? She's like, stop. I was like, and straight to tell her, I was like, look, I know I don't do enough, and I don't want you to think that I'm taking you for granted. I do appreciate what you do, and just have this fucking look. It's kind of weird because you're like letting it all out. Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna go.
Right. Yeah.
Where it's just like, look, I just want to be serious with you. I appreciate everything you do for me, do for the family. I know I take you for granted.
Yeah.
I was like, because I do. I get in my comfort spot and I don't fucking. And then sometimes she'll cry. She's like, goddamn, yeah, And I'm like, yeah, I just want you to know that I do know.
Yeah.
And I always thought everybody did that.
I just felt
that's good that you do, but not everybody.
Not
does
everybody
that.
does. Everybody holds it.
No.
I got something to piggyback off that because I can relate. I can relate because it was like that. I would give the energy back or the sympathy. And it's like, man, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I know where this road is going. It feels bad holding it in. Mm-hmm. And I do it. I did it. But it didn't, I guess on my part, it didn't save the relationship. It was one of those mutual agreements where it's like, okay, I think this needs to be severed. This relationship needs to be severed before it gets worse.
Right, yeah.
And we both did it because I remember asking her specific questions, and it was the answers I was expecting.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay.
Did y'all ever have like an actual like a conversation, like a heart to heart, like, hey, listen, let's just get it all out on the table.
Yeah, I definitely would level ground because I'm like, did
I hit that camera again?
Yeah, you did, but it's okay.
Okay,
it stayed in the same spot.
I would definitely level the ground, and I'm like, you know what? It's open. It's open for discussion. No judgment.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let it all out.
You think maybe when the discussion came, it was too late?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the damage was already done. We're just like, hey, wait a minute. Something's not right here.
Right.
How old are you, Michael?
I'm 32.
Shit, man, you're ahead of the game as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you've been through some shit for sure, but you've learned a lot.
The hardest thing to overcome about the knowing I'm not in a relationship anymore, especially with like the person I had kids with, because I had the whole family, the image. I wanted the whole family image, but it didn't work out that way. The one thing that was very hard to get away from was that it wasn't going to be that anymore.
Yeah.
That was tough.
That's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that. And
it's like I was saying earlier. It's just like, man, I guess I said it wrong. Not all relationships are bullshit. Like it's not that. It's how you really want to construct your, like I said earlier, reality. How do you want to construct it? Yeah. Do you want to make it shit? It'll be shit.
You can make it how you want to make
it. Exactly.
Yeah. This is true.
That's why I'm saying. Anytime I've had this conversation, I tell everybody, you are the creator of your own reality.
Hell yeah, you're the king.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you want to be that, be it.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Tiff?
I was just saying, like, I feel like that self-reflection came after the relationship because, like, I've been single for what, 8 years, and
are you crying?
I don't want to be on. No. I don't want to do it.
I mean, but like that self-reflection after realizing, like, man, like you were saying, there were definitely blinders. We ignore all that stuff in the relationship because that relationship lasted like 8.5 years, but it was so bad. It was so toxic. It was everything, and like I completely went through past all the red flags for the sake of having that family picture and knowing that I saw the good in that person, hoping that person will again reappear time and time again.
Yeah. But they gotta want to do it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, and that's why I figured out what a real relationship is. Right.
Yeah.
You gotta want to do it for that person. You know what I mean?
Or have a goal. Have a goal that interests both of you.
You could.
Yeah.
And that goal could be whatever you design it to be.
Yeah.
So long as nobody.
But the problem with that though is that you know your state of mind. you don't know their
right.
state.
You don't know theirs.
Right.
So you could
They're
be
just like-
you could be providing all the stuff that you think that they want, but you don't really know because they're not telling you either. There's no communication.
the communication
Somewhere there's no
sucks.
communication.
Yeah.
Right. And my favorite relationships to look at are the old fucked up people, right? The ones that are like, "Oh, you old bitch," and then they're like,
Oh
"Fuck you."
yeah.
But those are the ones that have the most open communication.
But my
is
dad
true.
used to
They
say
live in,
this,
right?
and he would say it as a joke, and I don't even know where he heard it from or whatever, but he used to say it, and it was funny, and I was a kid when he used to say it. Now that I'm older, I'm like, that wasn't a joke, that was real. That's for real. He used to say but he used to say it like as a joke, like jokingly. Communication is the key of any relationship.
Yeah.
Friends,
Right.
you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, anything. That is the key. If you're not communicating in any aspect of any relationship,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
Yeah, because you're not a mind reader. You can't you can't understand how they process, how they think.
I have a hard time just getting, like, sometimes I get in my head. I'm by myself all fucking day, so I'm always in my fucking head, and I don't put it out there. Luckily, April will just pick at me and like she'll get it out of me, but like I can't. Sometimes I just don't put it out there. Like it's just all in my head. You know what I mean? And
You play scenarios in your own head when you're by
I
yourself.
guess so. Yeah.
I do. I'm so bad at that because I'm like,
spend so
nah,
much time
well,
alone,
Fuck that.
though.
I'll spend my time by myself.
You beef it
Fuck
up.
you. Yeah, I'll get all shit, and then when it's all done, I'm like, all right, I got it out. I got it out because I'm like,
You're like, actually, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
yeah,
Nothing, you know.
I'll go through a whole fucking scenario in my truck because that's been. Oh yeah,
We're
Dude,
we're alone like all day
Yeah.
long. You know.
So I'll go through this whole, like my mind's fucking stupid though. It is, bro. Because I like say I'll call her, my wife. She doesn't answer. Well, she's probably doing hair.
Where's she at?
Yes,
No, just
that
kidding.
whole shit plays in my head, and I'll literally go through an hour-long scenario in my head.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking with pictures in my head. I vocalize both sides of the relationship. I break down this shit.
Right.
I can write a fucking novella.
Right.
And then when it's done, I'm just like,
You need a
all right.
camera in your truck.
oh no.
The worst idea.
I will be committed, bro. I cannot put that out there. Because there's no fucking way. I'll be committed to Rivercrest fucking quick. But I'll play that whole scenario in my head, and I'm like, okay, there you go. You got it out. You got it all out. And then she called me back, and I was like, hey, what's up? What you doing?
Everything's all normal
Yeah,
again.
everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
It's because in my stupid head, I got to play it out. I got to play out all these scenarios, even though, you know what? And I think what it is, because I have no drama in my life. I have none. So I have to, I'll create the drama.
You got to
Holy
spice your own
shit.
stuff up.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
Sometimes when you call me, and like sometimes he'll call me, right, and it'll be like, I don't know, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, and he's already at 120 miles an hour, and he's already into like some scenario already, and I'm just like, wait, what, Dad? What are we talking about? Like, where are we at?
Like, well, you got to back up, bro.
So at this point, I'm already deep in. You've already been deep in.
When I call
something.
you, I'm already on the down.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's already played the
he's
scenario in
winning
his
his own
head.
argument.
He's
I was
coming.
always like, where does he get the energy from? Damn, he's hyped up.
No, but it's so funny, man. Like, I don't know, dude. Just this whole single life it's really taught me a lot. But then, it's just nuts. Like,
No.
it really is. But I know that I'm not for the streets. Like, would I want to get married again? Yes. You know
It's
what?
crazy. There's so
But it's just-
many women. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but it's just that I'm gonna have to deal with a lot more than someone else is.
Man, and you don't. You have any idea
Yeah.
how many times I hear is like, God damn it, I just want a good dude who just wants to fucking come home and be a homebody with
That's
me.
what they say.
Oh.
Until you're in the friend zone.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
No, I'm just
Well,
saying.
I hear
Like,
it. She's like, I'm just so sick.
every girl.
time I go out to the club, no one wants a relationship. Everybody just wants to sleep with each other, and they go on to, I was like, I'm done going out to the clubs. And they go home and they're homebodies.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you're not going to meet anybody. I'm done. I'm done trying to even meet anybody. I want somebody fucking normal is what I hear a lot.
I'm guaranteeing you, every single one of those girls.
They're nuts.
No, they have that one dude that messages them, good morning, good night, how's your day? That's just my friend.
Yeah. Technically it is.
It is, right?
It is, yes.
But there ain't no guy that wants to be just friends with a girl.
No.
Ever.
No.
There's always intention.
Yeah.
So that guy. Every girl that's all like, I just want a man that's not. Check your friend zone, please.
Yeah.
Check that one.
Well,
dude
a lot
that's
of them don't
texting
even
you.
have dude friends because of that reason.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, you're right because
She
they
wants
do.
the thrill.
Go ahead.
She wants
They
the
do
thrill.
have the-
Say it out loud.
Go ahead, Tiffany. Go
I
ahead.
have a movie buddy, okay?
Okay.
But he's literally just a movie buddy.
The thrill.
Yeah. Ask him out.
No.
Yeah.
I don't see him that way.
Yeah, you
at
don't.
all.
He will.
He will.
Like, I've known them for years.
Oh yeah, those are my favorite ones.
But like,
There's a reason why he's still there.
Yeah.
but like
He
he'll tell me
ain't-
about, the girls he's talking to
Yep.
or the girl he's hitting up.
There's no
or
girl.
whatever.
This is so funny.
He's trying to make you jealous.
This is the same very thing I see day in, day out of the single life.
Bless
Right?
you.
Bless
He's like, you hear that one girl's like, oh, he's just my friend. Bullshit. Like, ask him out. Ask him out. See what happens.
Call
I
him
don't
up.
like him like that. Oh, yeah. You don't like him like that, but he likes you like that.
Send him that message.
No.
Hell yeah. Full send.
But I have a full respect for anybody that if I'm in a relationship with somebody,
Would you stop talking to him?
I would.
Like, cut him off
If
completely?
it made them feel okay, I mean, I would talk to my friend. I'm sure
You'd cut him off completely.
I would talk to him
Nah, I don't like that.
So
to where he would be
real.
like, I mean, because like I said,
Let's play
We're
this.
very-
Let's play this off. Let's play this right now.
Ooh, we're gonna
Same.
still man this. I love this.
Let's play this, right?
Or
up?
different
All
ideas,
right.
sir?
Hey, look, I don't like this guy you're talking to.
okay,
I don't like your movie, buddy.
okay.
So
Hey, Tiff,
I
are we
think
gonna
he's-
watch that
I
movie
think
later?
I think he's gonna have to stop coming around.
I mean, that sucks, but
but
I don't know. Like I
think if it was like,
it's
okay,
hard because like
I don't
it de-
know.
I have-
I don't-
it depends
I
on
just
how
don't
deep
like
I
this.
am with the person I am.
No,
with.
we're in love.
If we're in
We're in love right now. We're in love right now. I'm about to move in, girl.
yeah.
I'm about to.
I'm about to
I
hand
mean,
you a key to
yeah.
my
I
apartment.
know how that
Yeah.
looks
Nah,
on
you
my
ain't.
end,
So,
so,
like,
nah, you
I
ain't.
probably wouldn't do it.
So, like,
out of
you
respect
wouldn't-
for you.
For me,
So
yeah,
you're gonna,
out of respect, yeah. I think like
you're gonna
like
drop the dude.
like with my wife
All right.
when I first met her,
Yeah,
had
right.
she had
No,
like
joking.
a movie buddy that was a guy, at first I would have been just like I would have been like investigating the whole situation. Like, that's funny, but I would have probably told her, listen, me and you ain't gonna work out as long as you were friends with some dude that I don't care that y'all have been friends.
so
for
get to the point
forever.
basically.
I said, so listen, this is me and you, not me, you and him.
True.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Get to the point. Because
Yeah.
if you want to go through that, go through it. But
Yeah.
if you don't want to go through that shit, just bounce.
But dude, there's so many guys out there that are talking to married women, and they're like, "Oh, we're just friends." Like the fuck you are.
No, man, you're a wolf in
Like,
sheep's
dude,
clothing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We
right.
have
Oh,
one
I'm
in
just
here
there-
every so often.
I'm just there to. I'm just there to talk to them, and they're telling me all. Yeah, you're just marking up all the bad points about him, so that way he knows what to do to kind of counter offset that to make y'all's relationship better.
Yeah,
That's all he's doing.
He's always there for you.
Yeah, that's how cheaters always. That's what, and that's in crazy world, right? That's how cheating happens, right?
Yeah.
They find that one guy or they find that one girl. They tell all their problems, and that one person's just there, just chalking it up, writing all these notes, and then they're like, "Oh well, he treats me bad. I'll never treat you bad. He doesn't make enough money.
Put me in a coach."
I'll make all the money for you, girl. Dude, like
that
he
wolf,
comes
bro.
home, and blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I'll do that. It's just
Let me come over. I'll take care of you.
So bad.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, I will
That's what they're
say
doing.
if I am really into somebody, like if we are for real, my main focus is you. Like I would.
better be.
It really is. I mean, aside from my kids, yeah, it'd be you.
Nah, and that's another thing too.
Nah, your kids.
No, fuck. No.
Okay, that's where I draw the line.
Kids, nah, kids. You want me to pay your bills, and
Oh, no.
you're gonna tell your kids are gonna tell me what to do?
No.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Now the
like
whole
that
bill
easy.
situation. I mean, my dad always told me, he's like,
Take care
always
of
make
your own.
enough money to
Yep.
where you don't have to depend on nobody.
That's
Yeah.
cool, right? But is that really a relationship at that point?
If they want, if I had an interaction with or in a relationship with somebody to where, you know, it was getting deeper, I would say, okay, if we can go halves on it, I'm cool with that.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Go Dutch on the bills.
50-50 down
I'm
the
cool
middle.
with that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know,
What's
we're
wrong
both
with that?
contributing. We're both part of a team, you know.
Well, if you're grown-ups. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're both grown-ups. I think...
It's crazy. It really is, right? Because, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just, like, I'm down with the whole 50-50. Okay, you want to go half on bills? Cool. But what does that mean whenever I come home from 12 hours and she's working 4-5 hours a day?
Hey, 50-50.
Right?
4 or 5 hours
Hold
a
on,
day?
hold on. Let's just.
What is she doing?
She's working part-time, right? Because
no.
the guy makes the money, right?
Uh-huh.
Guy makes the money. She's working part-time. You come home from a long day. Are you expecting to wash dishes?
Are
you expecting to
coming
mop
up
floors?
from like being raised
You're the
like
creator
Mexican
of your own
household,
reality.
Right?
I feel like there are
Nah.
responsibilities that for a woman.
I mean, I
to do,
get
yes.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But
Because
it
if you
wouldn't
come
hurt
home...
to help out.
Yeah, a 12-hour day, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you are expecting... Well, hold on. What'd you do? Yeah, you expect somebody...
I work today too.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, no, I'm saying is it... Yeah, if she's only working 4 hours a day working this part-time job, you know,
Right.
there shouldn't be no dirty dishes.
Right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you be asked? But should she be asking you to do extra stuff around the house?
I can argue that.
Yeah. I
I
mean...
can argue
I mean,
You want- you-
4 to 5
you would do
hours
it?
ain't nothing.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
Like my kids are grown,
I'm
so
I'm still with the whole.
traditional roles.
Nah, it's more of a you did this to yourself.
No, what do you mean?
It's like if you want all this dirty dishes and you expect somebody.
Oh,
else
you're
to-
talking
to-
about... Yeah, okay.
If you're expecting somebody else to clean it up, you created that.
Yeah.
I just get and I know this would happen too. It's just kind of like, you know, I just kind of, for me, I'm not like one of those like really super, you know, super like every nook
Yeah.
and cranny got to be clean. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
No,
I get to a
yeah.
point to where I'm like, you know what, this shit needs to get done. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but I mean, like that other person's not like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's that. I'd be like, oh my
But
goodness.
that's something you handle when you're dating.
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
like, hey, how come none of this got done? Oh,
Right.
well, why don't you do it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, you know what?
I'm gonna
Obviously, this, you know, how can I put it? I want to say call gender roles, but I'm like, you're not pulling your.
So-
This is an argument we can have, and if it doesn't get resolved, you know, where we're both happy with it,
I guess you have
then
to.
I'll
Compromise.
bounce.
But-
I'll bounce.
but
This
see
is a
that-
regular thing in my house.
You got to experience, but you got to experience it when you're single.
But
You got
see-
to no,
No,
gotta
no,
experience it
but,
when you're
I mean,
single.
Are y'all
but-
talking about like cleaning and somebody
Yeah,
doesn't
like-
clean?
like-
Well,
We're talking about who takes the role in a 50-50 if when things are uneven, like a 12-hour shift to a 6-hour
But y'all are
shift.
both
He
working.
said 4 or
but
5 hour shift.
All right,
There's
right.
no
Yeah,
way
yeah,
I would
yeah.
work
I'm just
that.
saying like
Y'all are on
part-time,
something else. Never mind.
part-time.
Y'all are
like-
on something else.
I'm just saying like, but even if it was, let's just say that let's just say that you guys work equal amount of hours, right?
Okay.
But the man brings home way more money than the woman.
Yeah.
Job and everything still down the middle
At
of
that
the
point,
house.
yeah. The jobs, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah,
hold on.
I would say
I'm
you
not
should
Even if it's the
still
same,
has
like,
it.
like if me and you were roommates,
You'll just have more
right?
money in your
and I make
pocket.
more money than you do. You know, if I come home, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Michael, how come the dishes didn't get clean?" You know, where it's like we're both doing the same amount of
Yeah,
hours.
Michael. What the fuck?
Yeah, Michael.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
But I mean-
No.
Because see, like, let me just say, like in my house,
But that's a modern day life now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's acceptable if you accept it. If you want to sit there and
yeah,
if you want, I guess you have. I guess I'm experiencing it now.
yeah,
If I dirty the dishes, no one's gonna clean them,
Yeah.
but me.
Right.
Yeah.
If I get into a relationship, if I dirty dishes, clean them up.
yeah. There's a lot my wife does, but I was like the first one who makes it home. And this is not even her view. This is my view. First one who makes it home starts dinner.
Yeah.
So I'm
fair.
like, yeah, if I make it
If
home
it's-
before you,
if you
I make
agree
way
on it.
more money
I mean,
than
that's
she
fair.
does, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, if the dishes are if there's dishes, I'll just do the dishes.
It's agreed
like-
upon. It's agreed
Yeah.
upon though.
I'm
but
not
it's
going to
agreed
wait.
upon.
Why wait? This is my house. I live in this bitch too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll do the dishes and I'm the first one home, so I'll start dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make no sense if they started dinner after the fact that you've been home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you at? Cabrón now. You out in the streets? I'm hungry. What do you
Yeah, that's
say?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I mean,
man.
to me-
I'm at home
Yeah.
waiting for my meal.
But
Like,
there are
I get
some
it.
women who be like, no, you're not. I'll make dinner when I get home. Because I know a few.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, no, you don't cook. This is this is what I want to do.
That's my realm.
This is my realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my part for the family, or however the fuck they want to see that. So they'll go out and get the groceries, even though they just were at work, went and picked up the kids from school, hauled ass to HEB to get whatever that tonight's dinner. Go home and make it.
Yeah.
And he's already there.
Yeah.
I've been told the kitchen is mine. This is it. This is my area. It's the kitchen.
Okay.
I take care of everything in this kitchen. Like, oh, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
So then it also goes outside work.
Normally, that's traditionally guys,
right? But does she help? I mean, if you're doing inside work,
I mean, she can.
Work. I'm not.
She
but
can.
Don't get me wrong. I ain't no piece of shit guy that's all like, no. I'm just asking.
I just take that role because that's just how I grew up.
Yes.
Like
push the lawnmower woman.
I feel like in a way, and it's like I don't even know how the fuck it happened. I have taken up the exact same roles that my dad does with my mom. I pay all the bills. Anything that has to do with the house, I fix and pay for all of it. And anything that has to do with yard work, outside work, any of that shit, if it's the fence, whatever the fuck, that's all on me.
Yeah.
That's programming, son.
It is, right? It is.
But I'm like,
that is the exact same
don't touch
role.
my tools.
That's my dad.
I was like, yeah.
Sometimes I'm all like, oh, what? And that was that funny thing. Like there would be times I know that there'd be times that I'd be busy as shit. You know what I mean? I couldn't cut the yard and grass is getting kind of high. I'd be like, man, why don't you fucking go cut the grass?
Yeah.
If I have to,
it's all chest high.
If I have to do, she's all like having to get, the extra shit, the tractor. No, I'm joking, but no, but I mean, but just jokingly, I would say that, right? But then, it is what it is. I was just kind of like, oh my God, what I got to do so much,
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't understand a lot of stuff. I just kind of went, like I said, just kind of went through it. But
yeah,
it's a lot, like going through this, being single. I'm like, shit, man, maybe I should have cut that grass a lot more.
Yeah. Which is funny because
she would have stayed.
Yeah, she would have stayed, but just cut that grass.
Just cut that grass.
Yeah.
No,
well, I try, even though I probably fall short, but whenever she's doing something inside, I'll go outside and do something outside. Because I'm like, look, I
chose that.
Yeah, there you go. We're just like, look, I'm going to go outside because I don't want to feel like you're doing all of it. I'm just going to sit on the couch while you're cleaning. Let me go out and do something.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like it. I like going outside and working. You know, because like I told you, I don't ever take a break. He's like, what the fuck? Who do you mean? You said you want to take it easy, but you want to try something else to fill it in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's your
version.
That's your taking it easy.
Yeah, it's his version.
That's your taking it easy.
And it's like, what the fuck? You haven't stopped working. And I'm like, no, but this is easier. I like doing this.
Right.
Even though it's literally, I'm doing more work doing that than I ever did at work.
But you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. And that, when me and you had first, I don't even remember. It was on the podcast.
Yeah, you were drunk.
I was drunk.
You were being mean.
And I was like, God damn you, that's not what you said. But yeah, no, I mean, it's something that you're enjoying. So in a way, yeah, it is taking it easy because you're not doing your daily grind. You know what I mean?
The whole monotony.
I have to do this job versus I want to do this. Yeah, there's a difference there.
I go outside and I'm like, damn, the fucking yard looks good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But dude,
with your New Balance
and
your jorts.
My jean short.
I'd say let's trade. No, I'm joking. Let's trade lives, dude. Oh my gosh, but how many times have you got catfish, bro?
I want to say more than twice. More than twice. It's been one of those where I'm like,
I got 5.
I got to spend money for
you
you
got
to leave.
5 times.
Yeah.
But I think I was at that time in my life where I was just like, I'm just gonna fuck everything and whatever.
It's got a heartbeat. It needs me.
Exactly. Dude, I was just going through that depression stage, just like whatever. I don't.
Hell yeah, man! But you got to go through it.
Yeah, you got.
You have
your whole
Hey.
phase.
I'm gonna knock out some twos.
Hey, I heard, you got to get through the 1s and 2s to get to the 10s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just kind of that was what I was told, and I was like, all right, and then just all the abuse of alcohol and all this other stuff that kind of falls in line with it. Yeah. But I'm all like, well, I look back at my life and in my single life, I'm like, dude, I should have been doing this shit when I was like 20 something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hated it. I look back at some stuff, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, what was I doing in my life? But now I'm at that point where I'm all like, oh, okay, we're starting to step up some stuff, right?
Yeah.
But dude, it's amazing, like being single and you're just like, don't give a fuck, whatever. Shit, everything's on the table.
Heck yeah. What surprised me a lot was learning how to just depend on yourself.
Yeah.
Just depend on it.
That was hard for me.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was tough for me too, but it was one of those where it was like, all right, this is going to take time. This is going to take a lot of fucking time. It took almost 5 years. It's just like, dude, learn how to depend on yourself.
I was like, what? I got to pay my own bills?
Yeah.
Like,
For real.
It's like you had to. It's like you had to grow. You had to grow back into yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Because
that's
the
crazy.
perfect example is like bills and houses and stuff like that. It's like, no, man, you got to do this on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're single and there is literally nobody helping you.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. Before COVID, Amy paid all the bills. She had access to the account, you know, of course, and she would pay all the bills. After COVID, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to step up. I'll deal with the bills.
Right.
What do you mean she paid? Oh,
Yeah,
you gave her the money and she was in charge of all
pay,
the bills.
Yeah, she paid all the bills. And she was always stressed out about it. She's like, fuck, you know, this is all these bills that are coming in, you know, and it would always figure out because we have a lot of bills. And after COVID, you know, because I lost my job, I was fucking out cutting grass, you know, it fucking sucked.
Right.
It really showed. I was like, oh, we don't need all this other bullshit,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So when I got back to making, decent money, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay the bills. I'll pay all the bills, you know, and it's liberating.
In a way, it feels good, but also in a way,
It's stressed out.
It's
Fuck us.
stressful. It's literally another job in your head.
When y'all do y'all's bills, do y'all write them down?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Man,
I have a book. I write. I have every bill that I pay on which on a certain date, and then every other bill, and like I have them split. You know, I pay all these bills on this date, and I pay all these bills on this date, and that takes care of that month. And I like checking them off.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh, that's a goal.
Like, I do
It's a
X's
goal.
on my
Fuck
calendar.
you, electricity. And fuck you, water. No, just
Before you hang up, I was like, thanks for your phone call. Fuck you, bitch. Hang up real quick.
Take your survey.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, it was
funny.
Yeah, it was no. What the fuck was I? It was in my head when you were talking.
It was 50-50. She would pay the bills. You would
But
pay
you
the bills
started
after.
making
So that's like
Yeah.
to me that's well, for me that's new. I've never actually had that situation, but I feel like that's how the way it is nowadays is it's 50-50. Like, you know, a guy and a chick move in together and they split the bills.
It's easier. It's just
Sure.
easier.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just easier. But if you're doing it on your own, it's the full impact. And you're like, fuck, man, it's either this or it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was until afterwards when I started paying the bills, I realized that I'm the problem.
You're like, oh, shit.
you like to spend money?
I'm
Oh
spending
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Well, see, before, dude, I never looked at a price tag.
Yeah.
I go get groceries. I'm like, shit, that's just cool, man.
Yeah, give me that.
Yep.
Yeah, throw some chicharrones. I would fill
Give
up
me two of
everything. Fuck yeah. And now I'm just like, I looked at her, I was like, God damn, price has gone up. She's like, the fuck you looking at
the fuck
prices? Who the fuck are you? You know,
Where you been at?
I was like, yo, did you see the fucking gallon of milk? It's gone up. You know, she's like, yeah, I know. I was the one doing all the fucking grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And now she's just like, man, it's
Yeah.
you know, and then I realized I was like, there's one of those reflections I had. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, all those times I got onto you because of fucking money and stuff like that. I was like, my bad. I
It
didn't
was my
realize.
fault.
She's like, oh no, you were the fucking problem.
Yeah.
You are still the problem.
Right. You're that guy that one meme where he's like looking in the mirror, he's like, who drank all my fucking
It's
beer?
fucking you, man. It was you. You know?
It's all you. You're the problem. But
Which is funny because he's like, I still have a spending problem, right? But I was like, oh, but now I know how much money I have. Now I know. I break it all down, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before I was just like,
You're
oh,
like, how can I turn this into zero?
yeah.
What are some of your work luxuries? Like, say you're going to work and it's just like, okay, I have a budget throughout the week, or I have a budget it's X amount of money that you can spend per day. What are some of your work luxuries?
Like shit that we just spend on that.
On your way to work, you go work, and then on your way back, and you know you can have that
burritos?
luxury on your own.
Red
man.
Bulls. Red Bulls every day? No, not every day.
I gotta say I'm fortunate enough that I just stop and buy shit. I don't need it. Like I'll get the money, I was like, I feel like some burritos.
Hell yeah.
I'll just take off and go get me fucking burritos. On my way through, I'm like, you know what? I forgot my cup of coffee.
dude,
I'll
that's
stop at Starbucks.
But add it up at the end of the week.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
just like,
Oh no, yeah.
That's like $20, $30 a day.
I spent $26 today before I even left, and it was 7:00 a.m.
Yeah.
And I got
Just snacks.
Did what I had to do.
My favorite
Came
phrase is no matter what. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, driving from work, came back. What the hell did I get? A barbecue sandwich, some chips, a drink, and a pack of cigarettes. $30.
Ooh,
I'm like,
easy.
I just dropped
damn.
$50 today.
You see, this could
My favorite phrase is anytime you leave the house, you're spending money.
yeah.
It's expensive. out
It
there.
doesn't matter if you're going to work. It doesn't matter if you're just gonna go window shopping.
You want to? Yeah.
You're spending money in gas or everything.
I'll say you what on the fucking fear of making me sound like a piece of shit, right? Because after it's all done, I looked at it, I was like, fucking stop. What's your fucking problem? So this morning I had fucking breakfast at the house. Amy made breakfast. Okay. Lunch came around. We went to 01, $73. Okay. Which, you know, 01's expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I went out.
Before or after tip?
No, it was before tip.
Oh, okay. So
It was like,
so $90.
well, no, because I paid for the table. And there was-
75. No, see,
He's like, I gave her 3% tip.
I didn't leave the tip. The other girl that was there, she left the
Okay.
tip because she's like, oh, but I was like, no, don't worry.
Oh,
about it.
okay.
I got it. She's like, well, I'll leave the tip. I was like, all right,
Fair
cool.
enough.
So we left it at that. Then I was coming back. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was out there and I got me a fucking Red Bull and some sunflower seeds. Okay,
damn.
did that
$12.
bullshit. $12 there. Came back into town. I was like, I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna go try this other place. Right, for me and my son, it was $53. So I'm like, all right. After we were done there, went next door to Kung Fu Noodle,
Yeah.
and that was $80.
Dude, yes.
Okay.
That's your day.
This is Wednesday. This is a fucking Wednesday, bro. Yesterday was just as bad. And I'm like, every time I get in the truck, what the fuck is your problem?
yeah.
What is your problem?
Yeah.
If I had done this pre-COVID, bro, we'd have fucking brand new cameras and shit sitting in here. You know? And then having a bitch on like, yo, where's all our money? She's like, you're the problem.
I hate to say it, but every day I stop at in Mertzen. It's called a place called Rico's.
Oh, yeah.
And for 2 burritos, it's $5
A burrito.
per burrito,
yeah.
and then you still have your drink, so probably $12, $13
yeah.
roughly. If you order the bowl, it's $8, but it's like almost 3 burritos. But of course, it's in a styrofoam bowl where you can eat out of.
Yeah.
Life hack,
Oh, boy.
straight up life hack.
That's actually a pretty good hack.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's every day I stop there because it's like this is the cheapest way I can have something good to eat, something hot.
How long does that food, like after you eat that, how long is it till the next time you eat?
I haven't eaten yet. No, actually, I lied.
Oh, boy.
I ate on the way in, but I wouldn't have eaten.
Maybe he's not on that Delta 9.
Starving.
He's on that white horse.
No, it's yeah. If I didn't eat on the way in, I would have waited to eat after this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's actually a pretty good
I
day,
like
man.
that
I wish I was like that.
Dude,
What's my problem? I have a fucking problem.
but it
But you
just
also have
it just
kids
sucks.
too, though.
Yeah.
You have kids too, so I mean, you're gonna spend a little bit more money.
Not really, because I spend that on me. You know, I buy groceries for them.
yeah.
You know, which that's not fucking cheap either.
No,
Yes.
Yeah.
fuck no.
But it's a good thing now, though. It's good to be aware.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to be aware.
Self-awareness.
Yes,
No.
fuck, it's big, man.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, the fuck, I do. I'm like, what the fuck? You need to
It's always
stop.
after the fact, though.
Yeah.
It's always after the fact, and then it's like every night I go to bed, right? I'm like, are you gonna get up early? You gonna go to the gym? Fuck no, fuck no, boy. I wake up, Amy's doing her hair and shit, and you can hear her blow dryer. Fuck, I gate a row and get right back to bed.
Right.
Which one of these days, I think. I mean, if I got fired tomorrow, I'll be like, yeah, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. I got too much liberty, man. Way
That's
too much
it.
liberty.
That is it. That's funny.
You know, it's funny how that goes, because I remember when I was contracting at the very beginning of it. I was the best guy. You know, I was there. You know, everything, all of it. I was on top of my shit daily, whatever. There towards the end of my contracting, and man, I'd be like, it's lunchtime. Get up, I guess I'll go ahead and head out that way. Well, but you know what? I'm hungry. Let me get something.
Mm-hmm.
Man, goddamn, it'd be like 2:00 before I actually made it out there.
Yeah.
Which that was dumb because it actually made my day longer.
Right.
You know. But nobody. I didn't have no accountability to nobody other than myself. So
When I get up late, bro, I cut corners. But I'm just like, nah, not today.
I don't need to drive that far. Like that'll be okay till next week.
Yeah, I've actually gotten better about it, because before I used to get up out of bed at fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
throw my shit on and leave. Now 8 o'clock is when I get up.
There you go.
This is when I open an eye, right? Because then I either get up or I'll sit on the couch, because I got a couch in my room.
Fucking couch.
Yeah, I'll do just
get
for
it
fucking,
out of your room.
Boy, I do. I need to get the fuck out of there. I'll go and I'll sit down and I'm like, kind of just like relax a little bit.
You find yourself
boom, right back out again.
Dude, that is one thing I've never wanted to do, dude, is have a TV or have a couch in my own room. Like,
yeah.
I know that after going through all this shit, I know that I'd never get out of that.
I don't have a TV in my
room either.
I know that I'd never get out of that thing.
You know what's funny is I do have a TV in my room, and because it's like we don't even like once I'm up, we're out of the room. I don't even go back to the room until it's time to go to sleep. I mean, of course, make the bed, clean up or whatever, but there's no reason to go back into the bedroom really. But then we're like, hey, we'll be watching TV in the living room. Like, let's go to the bed and we'll watch this movie in the bedroom. Right?
Yeah.
Shit. As soon as we fucking as soon as we hit the fucking bedroom,
like,
we flip it on the show.
Somebody wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning to the TV and turn it off.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah, I just can't do it, man. I'm just like, I'd be a lazy piece of shit if I had a TV in my room. I'd never get out of that thing.
It's too comfortable.
Yeah.
We had one, but we never watch it. We never
it.
watched it in the room. So I got it out. Actually, it's sitting right there.
Is it that?
If I'm a lazy piece of shit now, put a TV in my room.
Yeah, put a TV in your
I'll
room.
be a worse piece of shit.
No, man, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't get up. I can't get up early. I don't know what my deal is. I am not a morning person to begin with.
I'll be pissed off if that sofa turns into a bed. He has that sofa. He's like, what are you doing? I'm pulling out the bed.
Yeah,
like,
which is what we talked about. It's like, get rid of the couch and we'll get it like a lazy boy. And I'm like, fuck, I will never get it.
That's even worse. Yeah. And I love the fuck out of my bed.
Oh, yeah.
God, I love my bed.
I hate getting into it because
it just holds me.
Yeah. It has this weird.
I fucking love my bed.
Yeah. My normal bedtime is 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's normal. But it's like, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't want. But then I get in bed, come the next morning, I don't want to get out. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm like nestled up in that fucking bed, man.
Do you keep it cold in your house?
Fuck,
But you're
dude.
under the covers?
We have.
That's how I do it at my house.
We have the heater on just because of the kids. But in our room, the fucking ceiling fan's on, and the goddamn oscillating fan's on.
My heater don't come on.
Yeah, we got 2 fans.
I have my heater on.
You got a 2-fan household?
But the heater won't actually
rich.
kick in until the temperature reach 68 degrees.
Oh, shit, okay.
And then the heater will kick. Well, actually below 68 degrees. So if it drops below 68, then the heater will kick on to keep it at 68.
I'm at 70 year round.
Year round?
Year round.
To me, that's just a little bit too warm.
Dude, I'll take 110 degree weather over this 29 degree weather any day. And
I don't
really.
I fucking hate cold, dude. I hate being cold. But and being 70 year round, that's like my shit right there.
Yeah.
Like I'm still wearing I'm probably the guy that I'd probably be still wearing this like at 90 degree weather.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I've always been
That's
that
your
way.
comfort, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I get mad at my kid. I'm like, God damn, you're wearing a fucking sweater, like a hoodie. But yeah, I look at myself and I'm like, it's 80 degrees. I'm still wearing this fucking pullover.
It's funny.
Like
No wonder where you fucking get
the
this
weather
from.
we've been having, like pretty much the last 3 days, to me, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm just totally fine with this weather that we're having right now. Now next week, oh fuck, it's gonna be a cold motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm definitely testing air.
it's gonna suck.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, but
I'm not turning that thing off.
You gotta drink cold waters, bud.
No, hot water out of the.
I'll still take next week's freezing balls weather over June's 118
Oh,
degree
yeah.
weather.
Every day, man. All day.
Fuck that 118 degree weather, man.
Fuck
Sit
that.
me by the lake
I hate when
outside.
I
I'm ready to go.
no, man, you can't even 118. You ain't
Sit in the
nah.
shade. You're gonna be it's gonna be like
118?
105.
Yeah.
100.
Fuck
100.
that.
Dude,
Fuck that.
That is my shit right there.
Is it?
Yeah, like I love being outside.
I like being outside too, but not when it's fucking.
Well, it's gonna be working it too, though. You got to go out and touch everything. Everything's
hot.
Yeah, I don't.
Fucking Kalichi's reflecting heat back at you. You know, fuck that Kalichi.
I'm over here doing bitch work inside the office. And I'm like going outside, and I'm all like, "Oh, it's hot out here. Let me go back inside."
My shoes are sticking to the asphalt.
Out there you go. You put a fucking wrench down. You just took it out of your toolbox.
Burning up.
You go to, literally put it down like 3 fucking seconds. You pick it up. You're like, God damn it. It's fucking hot.
That day, there was a couple of days when we hit like 118, 116. Taking my pipe wrench out of my toolbox was hot. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's not even in direct sunlight. Just because it was so hot outside, that whole toolbox turned into a radiator, and all my tools inside that motherfucker were just hot.
Yeah. Or you're having to replace a fucking nipple, and the goddamn valve's not holding the hot ass water.
Man, I took a pin out of my desk the other day.
Oh shit! I was like,
it was a wrong
stupid color. It was red instead of blue.
God damn it. Stupid pin.
You had to go to the top and scribble so the ink will get on the ball.
I threw my pen and I was like, son of a bitch ass pin.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was a Pilot, and it wasn't my favorite. I like Bic.
It wasn't the 3.3 millimeter. Son of a bitch.
But at my age, bro, I hardly get out of the truck during the summer. I try not to.
I try not to, but you know what's funny is that's whenever shit fucks up and I don't have a goddamn choice.
You're in a fucking hole trying to replace a goddamn pipe.
I know. I'm like, why?
Then you look up like that, right? Trying to
want to be in the oil field.
Yeah, trying to call somebody, and all you see is the waves. The heat coming off the ground. You're like, is that a fucking mirage? He's only like 10 foot away.
That true Texas scene that you see on every fucking
yes, bro.
That's real, Texas.
Though. God,
that's just
I don't. Oh, God, we need more subscribers.
Why?
I don't want to go back out
there.
We don't have to go out there. I don't want to go back out there.
Not me in my stupid office.
So if you're not following the WID Podcast,
come on, guys.
We need some sponsors up in here.
It's been too long, man. 15 years old. Well, 14 is when I started. I'm done. God,
Hell no, y'all came out of all of y'all came out of the womb with pipe wrenches and shit.
I'm so fucking
I didn't.
You did it?
No, I didn't.
I met
Michael
driving to. We went to go pick up parts, and your dad told me to jump in the. You told you to jump in the truck with me. And we went and picked up parts in like Brownwood or Coleman or some shit. Yeah.
Fuck. Like, yeah. I remember that,
dude. I
stop touching me, Abraham.
Leave my hand alone, Michael. God.
I had a blue collar job, like laying cable for 8 years. I climbed poles, installed cable, climbed in attics, and all that shit, dude. And then once my buddy was like, "Hey, man, fuck all that stuff. Come over here and work with me." It's on cars. Shit, I never went back in an attic again. I'm like, fuck all that noise. Yeah, shit's for the birds.
Get to dress nice.
It is for the birds.
I was all like, man, you guys are all hot out there. I just remember being in an attic, in June, July, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Damn attic.
Sweating and, almost dying.
Yeah.
But
breathing in insulation.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known of those type of jobs. It was never really explained to me. It's like, hey, this is what we do. So,
but reversal though, I really wish I would have stayed, doing what you guys, doing outside work. Cause I'm like, someone wants to fix something for me. Yeah, go ahead and fucking do it. Dude, I'll pay you, But I had no like interest in fixing anything at one point in time.
You'll pay for convenience?
Yeah, all day.
All day, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that would pay for the build it at IKEA.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't mind doing little things like that, right? But if it had anything to do like getting dirty again, not me. Not me. I already been there, all right? Yeah. But now I'm all like,
I'm above this.
Yeah. Okay. But now that I'm over here, like trying to get my shit together and, trying to be a real man again, now I'm all like fucking up shit and just tearing down stuff.
Do you know how to change your own tire?
Yeah.
You know how to change your battery out?
All that, yeah.
Well,
I could paint cars. Yeah, but I just didn't want to.
Right.
That was the deal. I was just all like, I'd much rather pay someone to do it.
Yeah. It's because you were talking about that Brian Callen guy, right? Doesn't even know how to change his own tire.
I know. I was driving home today from work, and I was like looking. I was like, "There's nothing to listen to that I was interested in," so I just put it on the Joe Rogan podcast, and it was Rogan and Brian Callen. And right at the beginning of the podcast, he's talking about his wife is, what did he say? My wife is the handy person in the relationship. And I was like, what? So I turned it up and he was like, oh yeah. He was like, he asked me to change a tire. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like my wife, she'll do that. And he was like, so then the other day I told my wife, hey, I'm fixing to head down because they got fires going on in California. Yeah. He lives in California. He's like, hey, I'm going to head down to, I kind of feel bad because I got to go do the Rogan podcast down in Austin. So I feel bad leaving you here. And his wife told it, this is him telling the story. There's nothing you could do here. I'll take care of the homestead, honey. You go ahead and head on down. I was like, what the fuck? I turned the podcast off because I was like, yeah, this guy has nothing that I care to hear.
He's got no testosterone, man.
Yes. And there's no, okay, just for a clarification, dude, no one's saying that women can't do it because I think women that can do that, that's hot as shit.
No, well,
we're just like, oh, yeah. We're talking about the dudes.
Yeah. Women could, I think that women could do just about anything.
Oh yeah,
really. But you're only gonna find that 1%, you know, that wants to do it. Let's just say wants to do it, right?
Yeah,
I think they can do it, but it's just the want.
Yeah,
right. Like you're gonna find a 1% out there that does construction. She's bigger than me. Good for her.
Oh yeah, I mean?
But ain't gonna be a whole lot of them, you know. But,
But
I went to this one lady's house when I was doing cable. And it was a nice deck. I mean, her backyard was phenomenal. And I was like, man, who did your deck? She goes, I did. I was like, no, you didn't. Damn, dude, she pulled out a Bob Vila book. And she's like,
oh, shit,
I just followed the instructions. And I bought tools and I did it. And she goes, you know what? Whenever I asked for a plumber to come to my house, and his ass crack was sticking out. He was
a real plumber.
He was all like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, and I was like, fuck that. If he could do that, I could do that. And I was like, and ever since I'm like, dude, I can do this. It's just that I never wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm just like, now that lady plays in my head like all the time now. I'm like, that bitch
just
can
be a
do
jack.
You're right on that.
I can fucking do it.
You know, you're right on that want to thing because I can do plumbing. I can do all kinds of different fucking shit. I don't fucking want to.
Right.
Unless I have to, right. I guess. Like I spent 5 hours, was it like 3 weeks ago, redoing the plumbing for our shower.
Really?
It's been needing to be done for like 2 years. But it finally got to the point where I'm like, all right, I'll fucking do it.
But isn't it funny though that when a girl tells you she does that, you're just like, damn, that's pretty cool, right? But then a dude tells you that I don't know how to do any of that, you know, and all of a sudden you get this weird.
Oh, you get you're
just like, oh, cool, man, I gotta go.
Yeah, but you know, and it's a funny thing because most men are. I'm gonna say we're just lazy at the end of the day.
Sure,
right?
I'll take it.
Any guy can. I mean, serious. I mean, shit. You want to build a fucking house from the ground up? You
can.
Your manly instincts will kick in and fucking build a fucking. Go out into the forest. You'll fucking build a fucking badass house. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of like we just have so much luxury, and I know that
it's made us lazy.
I did to be like, if you don't know how to do something,
like I need Milwaukee tools to build this house.
Never did it.
Hey.
You know what I mean? You just never did it.
Yeah.
And that was my big deal. I was like, I don't want to do it. It was just, and people would be like, you don't know how to do this? It's not. I don't want to do it. It's just, no, it's not. I don't know how to do it. It's just I don't want to do it.
Yeah. No, it definitely makes sense.
And then I found out fixing foundation for a house is $12,000. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I can do it. I think I can knock it out.
Yeah, I can do it. So what I learned about myself, would it take an average guy, 3 days to do something? It's going to take me a week and a half.
Yeah,
but still get it done.
Still getting done.
Still get it done.
Yeah, but it's funny, man. Like once you're dependent on yourself, just like you said, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, all men do. All men do. You know, all men will.
Won't have a choice.
Yeah, it's
gotta do it. Gotta have that will.
Yeah, it's just that want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And going back on the whole single deal, it's just, or even once again in the married field or single, it's just you gotta want to, and then a lot of guys I know understand, like whenever they're like, man, guys are like, I'll fucking kill myself. All this shit, right?
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But it does happen, though.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, there's, like, a man just kind of, I don't think I was ever there. I don't think, it was just all emotions. I don't think I was ever like, I'm going to fucking kill myself. But I know that I was at a dark place where I was like, I don't fucking care about, whatever's going on around me, right? And that's still a dangerous place to be as a man, right? Because you're just, when you say fuck it, like, it's literally like,
that's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Everything.
But I finally understand, you know, some shit that I would hear whenever I was married. I'm like, dude, get your fucking head out of your ass and go to work. You know, that's because that's what that's all men are supposed to do, right? Like, get your shit together, go to work. But there's like times I don't know what the fuck happened to me. It's that whole Mike Tyson thing. You don't never know what's gonna happen to you until you get punched in the mouth. Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened to me. Like, everything just I remember I was rocking and rolling, and then the next 3 days I was just fucking coming into work with my shirt untucked. Fucking, I didn't
give a fuck. Yeah,
didn't give a fuck, dude. Just like my boss telling me shit, and I'm just like sitting at my desk, being like, and you know, like giving no fucks. And then it's kind of funny because, you know, I've experienced that, and I'm like, I kind of feel sorry for some dudes. So whenever someone's like telling me their fucking problems, I'm like, all right, it's not just like, shut the fuck up, pussy. Yeah. Just get to work, you know, but now I'm a little bit more like, all right, dude, I'll listen to your story, because everyone has one, right? But every divorce, every single thing that a man has, same story, all the way across. You could join all the men's groups. I joined men's groups galore. Like, I was just like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get my drive back? Why can't I do all this shit? But it's just the same thing. Just, you know, it's fucking funny. Fucking funny.
It's funny you say that, because I already did show up to work one day, and I was just like, say one more thing, and I'll whoop your ass. Oh, what's the problem? I don't understand. Say one more thing. I'm gonna start swinging at you, and it's up to you to start dodging, because that's it. I'm done.
Dude, when I gave no fucks, someone's all like, fucking quit your job, see what happens. I was like, bitch, I'll quit right now. Like, I'm watching that. It's me. I don't have a family. I get my kids, you know, I get my kids next week. I'll let next week Eric worry about that. Yeah. That became a deal for me. I was like, I'll let tomorrow Eric worry about that.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. Those moments that I have in my truck, I'm like, what if I do get divorced? I start looking up fucking crabbing boats. I'm like, I'm going to buy me a cheap crab boat and go crabbing in the Gulf. I was like, first thing I'm doing, I'm calling all my customers, and I'm like, hey, I quit.
My justification for everything, where I guess it was my motto for a while, was like, with the job, like, fuck this job. I was looking for a job when I found this job. Right. You know, with a girlfriend, I was looking for a girl when I found this fucking girl. You know, who gives a fuck? I'll find another one. That was my fucking justification for everything for the longest time. Yeah. What a horrible way to think. But I didn't give a fuck.
But it's dangerous, man. Like, I look back at some shit, I'm like, man, if I was a fucking manager, I wouldn't. I'm a good interviewer. Mm-hmm. I'll interview the fuck out of it. I'll get that job, but the next fucking week and a half, showing up late. Fuck all y'all.
Like, hey, man,
dude,
I'm already
so much promise.
I know. If y'all see me, I'm sorry, previous managers, if you guys see this, you know, but I'm sorry. Okay, I was in a weird time. I was on a dark display, you know, whatever. But it's so funny, man. Like, I didn't give a fuck about anything, and then whenever I found out that I could be my own person, do my own shit, that's exactly what I did. Like, no one told me nothing that I was like, if I wanted to do something, I go do it, you know. But it was more counterproductive than productive. Yeah. And now I'm trying to be more productive. But it was so funny, dude. I was like,
gotta figure out what this is. Is this productive or counterproductive to what we're doing? That's how I woke up one day. I was like, I'm gonna be a podcaster.
Yeah. I was like, if it's pertaining to the married world, look at us. Like, you would stay married, but no, I'm kidding. But
I hear that a lot though from a lot of single people. It's like, dude, you don't want to be out of your.
You don't.
I hear that a lot too. Yeah.
It's like, dude, it sucks so bad. You can't trust nobody. Everybody's fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's for themselves, which, you know, you can understand, but I feel like it's pretty much everybody for themselves and what they want. It is.
Everybody's got their guard up. Everybody's got a wall up. Everybody's got their fake face on. It's like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know. I guess if you can live on the outside, but
filters.
Yeah.
Camera angles.
Shit.
Dude, I walked by a girl 3 times because I didn't know if that was her or not.
Oh God, yeah. She's like, are you Eric? And I was like, oh, who the fuck are you?
Dude, I swear to God, I was pissed. I was like, God, again? It's happening to me again. Like, catfish. Stop, Eric, stop. Like, stop going for these threes. No, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, man, my storybook, God damn, it's funny. But, it's kind of good to go to those.
Heck yeah.
I think I got, stories to tell my grandkids, you know what I mean? So.
He's like, oh, Grandpa's got his one.
He's got his ones and twos.
Yeah,
his old one-liners and shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, it's funny, but at the same time, it's just once you figure out who you are or what you're doing or whatever, everything becomes a little easier.
Yeah, you know what? I will say this is that once I refocused, like when I was single and going through different relationships or whatever, I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to worry about myself. I'm just going to do things. And I wasn't doing anything selfish. I was like, I'm just going to enjoy being me, doing things that I like to do. Like I stopped going to bars and shit. I started just enjoying hobbies. Like, goddamn, I had every fucking hobby you can think of. But I was just,
self-love.
But I just enjoy doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And after that, it was like, I guess maybe it made me more enjoyable to be around because,
you were horrible before.
Yeah, I'm sure I was. But I mean, I feel like all of that led me to meeting my wife.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Grown up.
Yeah.
All grown up.
You get the positive, you get good shit that comes in.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. You're always in the fucking negative. You're always repelling shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole power of the world, what you put out there is what you get type of deal, and it's real, man.
Yeah.
People you hang out with, that's exactly who you're gonna be.
Yep. I've been planting my seeds since I was in my 20s, so hopefully they reap some benefits when I'm old.
There you go.
I'm just trying to hang out with richer people.
Shit, me too. Shit.
Get that mindset though. Get your mind thinking that direction and make things happen like that.
Yeah. As I say, if you want to see where you're at, what's that saying? I'll show you who you are. Just show me who your friends are.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, man. So you want to like what's that? There's another good saying. If you want to be rich, hang out with 5 rich guys, and you'll be the 6th.
Yes. There's a lot of truth to that. Yeah.
If you want to hang out with, when you want to be positive, hang out with 5 positive people. You're going to be the 6th.
Mm-hmm. Surround yourself with what you want to be.
Still a loner. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, eventually.
Yeah. Right.
Shit. Man, we're 2.5 hours in.
Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go. It's good.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah. And
thank you, Michael.
For sure.
Always a pleasure coming on.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
Y'all got any plugs? Anything y'all want to shout out or any
Tesla? Any Tesla stock you want to talk about?
Tesla. Tesla's your
No. I'm gonna say something crazy. No.
Just say it.
No, I'm gonna say something crazy, and I'm gonna
it's not censored.
punished by it.
Get punished.
Elon Musk can come walk into that door or what?
We're talking about father.
Okay, I'll keep tagging him. Nah. He's like the Antichrist is here.
Right.
But it was good, man. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Shit. On to the next one, I guess.
Thank y'all for listening to
Next
episode
one's
99.
99. Woo, one more.
Yes.
One more.
Yeah, my eyes
Just
don't
gonna-
hurt no more.
I'm gonna throw my plug in there a little bit.
Go ahead.
No, I'm
Get it,
joking.
get it,
No,
get
but,
it.
Okay.
No, man, but we're gonna come out with the Back of the House podcast again. Gonna come out, full swing, and we're gonna maybe pop in here again next
Fucking
season.
A.
So
Hell yeah.
I look forward to seeing y'all guys and seeing more of what y'all do. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. Good job.
Hell
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Can't wait to
Hell
see
yeah.
more of the Back of the House
Let's
podcast.
go.
Yeah.
Check them out on Spotify,
Every major platform.
every major platform.
Yeah, except for YouTube because Daniel still he doesn't like being
The camera.
the camera guy.
I got it. I understand.
I don't know if he looks bigger or not. No, I'm just,
I said, if it does, it adds like 15 pounds
big.
to me. Shit.
Yeah, his head gets big with all the knowledge that he has. You know what I mean? So I'm all like,
all the traveling.
yeah,
I gotcha.
we just keep it real to the the audio side. We're not all like this, but good job, guys. I love the studio. I love you guys add more.
Fucking A.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we are.
Thank you.
We'll keep going until we can't go no more.
Well, let's go.
Until we run out of shit to talk about. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.
What it
What
do?
to do?
What it do?